Jack Lagger, what's up?
Hello.
What'd you say, sis?
I said hello.
Oh man, why is the volume on there? Hold on. Fuck. What was it? Oh man, it's on the other speaker. Oh wait, it's not plugged up. That's why. Say something again.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. You get my headphones.
Equal Quads, Carolina kid.
Is gonna come up. He has an announcement to make about Umar before we get started with the Diddy. I'm gonna wait for him to come in. There you go. Let me put the link in the chat.
Malik.
He's gonna come up and he got an announcement to make about what's going on with Umar before we get into this Diddy stuff. I'm about to put the link in the chat. The babies is doing good. They just got in the door from school. I'm about to put the link in the chat for you to come up and tell us about what's going on. What you told me about Umar in that whole doctor situation.
Jaguar actual said fix your title.
What's wrong with the title? Hold on.
P.Diddy get sentenced 6 in prison. The only thing I can see is you could put years
Oh,
on
oh,
there,
oh,
but you don't
oh,
necessarily have to.
oh, yeah, my bad. I'm doing multiple things while
It's 6 years total. Mr. Switchy.
I thought it was 6.5. 6. Thank you for letting me know that. Save. Let me fix all of them. Thank you for telling me that. Nope, I can't fix it on Instagram. Oh shit. Let me go live on Instagram too. Shit.
Good God, Niqua again.
Wait, what happened? I ain't paying attention. What's going on? I can't see the chat right now.
She said she might have to go back to the hospital.
For what?
They think she could be septic. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh man. Sorry to hear that. Are you talking about your grandma, or you, Niqua? I'm waiting for Unc to come up and wait. We first we gotta drop the intro to get it started. Okay, how do I save it? All right, we got Unc in the building. All right, hold on, Unc. I'm gonna pull you up in this. There we go.
Hey, hey, Neff, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Unc.
All right, good, good, good. Again, TGIF, man, how you and those babies doing, man?
They doing good. There's one right here, just over here peeking through the door.
That's right, that's right. Give,
What
give
you
them, give them, give them love from Unc, and hello to the listening audience, and thank you for having me.
Oh man, we love having you up here, Unc.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I have been on serious bed rest, man, and I appreciate the encouraging words to get as much rest as I need, man, because my sisters and my daughters, they raising hell, man. So uh, I haven't done a show. I have some scheduled, but
Yeah,
um,
I heard.
you know,
I know
you
you.
know,
All the work you've been doing lately, you need a good rest.
Yeah, and I am. A matter of fact, man, I needed a few items, just a few items from the grocery store, and my daughter said, "Man, you better use Instacart." So right before I
Right.
called you, right before I called you, I put my little order. It's just a little bag of stuff. I do a lot of I do a lot of fresh veggie and fruit smoothies every morning with different powders like sea moss powder and stuff like that. So I go through a lot of fresh fruit and veggies, especially with these boys. So I usually go to the grocery store 3 or 4 times a month just for fresh fruits and veggies alone. So that's really what it was. But thank you all, man, for having me. Thank you for inspiring me. Hello to your listening audience, your great moderators, your assistant. What's my sister girl name? See,
Tripsy.
yeah, how you doing, sister? That's my girl
Fine,
right
how you
there. I
doing?
like her. I'm doing great, man, and thank you all for welcoming Uncle and for the respect and admiration that you all have shown me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and Rim will tell you I always point that out. So I don't want you guys to think, that I'm one of them OG brothers walk around with my head in the air. I,
No,
I
and that's
always
why
get
we
the,
respect you so much. You're so humble to
you
be
know,
who you are and your status. You're humble,
well,
and you reach down to the people that's lower, and it doesn't matter how big the channel is. That's why I was surprised because my channel is small. I was surprised that you found me.
oh no,
So
man. I'm pro black. I don't make any shame in that. And no one should be ashamed of that in any race because you're supposed to be about your people first, and that's why you
right,
notice when I told you I was on my show, when I go and communicate with my neighbors, which I'm surrounded by all, they talk about them and their people, and they're not ashamed to let you know they looking out for theirs, and they know I'm not ashamed, and that's the way it should be. We got it misconstrued that it's racism. It's not.
right,
We are also made to feel bad about feeling that way. But there's nothing wrong with being race first. Because again, my neighbors look out for theirs, and I look out for mine. So anybody that's doing the work on YouTube, at all as big as it is, I'm tuned in. Notification is ready to go. But I'm not going to keep you guys long because I'm going to get me some rest. But I've gotten some update. And shout out to my little new adapted little brother Manny Rock. Me and him has been communicating on the phone since I talked to you, nephew, and he actually did some research for work for me. And let me tell the listening audience, speaking of humbleness, you are never too old to learn. And always, brothers and sisters, as long as you are black or whatever your culture is or whatever your race is and the stars shine at night, always be humble enough to understand you don't know everything and you're never too old to learn. Because I complimented you on that video you sent me this morning, last night, Neff. Did I not? And
yeah.
I complimented Manny Rock for the information that he researched on his own and sent to me since I've talked to you. So, brothers and what I'm telling you, the listening audience, I told him, even though me and you talk all the time. But always, brothers and sisters, have the mentality that you're never too old to learn, and you never know too much to not know more. Because this is what I tell people, and always keep this in mind, brothers and sisters. And I teach my children this, my grandchildren, classroom teacher when I was teaching. You know, you might be an expert in the areas that you are expert in, but there's 26 letters in the alphabet. You may be an expert in only five, and that's okay. But give
Oh, that's a
people
great way to put
credit,
it.
that are expert in the other 21 letters in the alphabet. And as long as you keep that attitude, brothers and sisters, it automatically brings humbleness. See, I'm not humble because I'm just humble. I'm humble because you have to have components that make you humble. And these are the things that I'm talking to you about. You know, Never look down on the brother or sister unless you're looking down to help pick them up. Period.
Right,
You
right.
know, and if you can't reach out to pick them up, don't step over them, brothers and sisters. Be respectful of them being on the ground and walk around. So
Wow.
always
I never
remember,
heard that one like that.
it, you
I never
know,
heard
you
it
know,
put
you
like
may not
that.
because we all are human. You may not always be able to help everybody that reaches out for help. You may not be able to help everybody that you see that needs help, even though they may not really reaching out. So if you can't help that brother and sister get off the ground, at least respect them enough to not walk over them, walk around them, and you will always have blessings bestowed up on you. So with that said, uh, what it all started off with was a judge this morning here in California ruled pretty much what we already knew, brothers and sisters, for those of us that really pay this stuff attention. We already knew this about Umar, but it just goes to show that if you do the work, which obviously people have on this ruling, you'll get your results. A judge in California ruled that it is again you cannot put doctor in front of your name just because you have a doctorate degree in terms of college. You cannot put doctor in front of your name even though you may have a doctorate degree in terms of college. I'm sure every one of you on this on that are listening are regular listeners, so you've probably seen me or heard me or even others on the show or anything to do with Umar. And this goes in conjunction with the fact that if you all remember a few years back, Umar did go to court
Uh huh.
because he had been misrepresenting himself. Because when people don't know, especially when you're a smooth talker like Umar, Umar's a person, if you tell them you have a doctor's degree, they're going to assume you have a doctor's degree, a law, in terms of being able to actually practice, And so I think I discussed it on the Information Man show because Black
Oh man, you went out.
I think he froze.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's a
put this in
lot.
there real quick. Umar was perping as a licensed clinical psychologist. Now, first off, when you go into a doctor's office, whether it be medical, psychological,
They
if
gotta
you
have their
ask
degree.
them for their credentials, they have to show you.
Right,
Umar's famous line is go look it up.
right.
That
So
should
let me
be
see if
enough
I
to let you know that he faker than a $3 bill. But some people don't realize, so they still send Umar money.
he went out.
There you go.
Yeah, I got
There you
disconnected, you all. Sorry about that.
go.
Sorry about that. So what a
You good?
judge ruled is that you can't do that. And what happened, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's a nurse in Southern California that works for a regular medical doctor. Like I have the same medical doctor, black woman, for 14 years. All her nursing team knows me. They the ones basically do the calling for her unless I request to speak to her personally. And of course, I go in for a visit. And so what happened is a nurse on this team ended up getting a PhD in nursing. And what happened, some of the clients of the doctor that she works under as a nurse was assuming that she was a doctor now, and
Oh,
they wanted to start taking her on as their doctor. And it caused a whole bunch of confusion in the hospital and in the office with the doctor. So what happened is that because she was saying she was doing the Umar and then writing DR in front of her name, it caused a whole bunch of confusion only for the clients to realize that what we continue to teach, having a doctorate degree in a field does not qualify you to practice under that degree if that particular field requires a license. For instance, my oldest brother, bless his soul, career war veteran. I mean, a Vietnam veteran. Like I've told you all, he had a Jewish doctorate degree in law, but he also had to pass the California State Bar because without passing the state bar is really just another terminology, brothers and sisters, for having a license to practice law. So when you're looking at movies like my favorite, like The Rainmaker, that's what that's all about. So when you hear the terminology, brothers and sisters, just teaching you, I do this because I love my people. When you hear someone says that terminology, uh, uh, that just simply means that when they say they have passed the bar, that means they have their license. Not only do they have their Jewish doctor's degree, 12 to 14 years of college in that field, that also means that they have a license to practice law. So for those of you that may have got confused with why Danny DeVito couldn't do a lot of things in a courtroom with the white boy, that's why. Danny DeVito had a law degree. He didn't have a law license. This nurse has a doctorate degree in nursing, but she's not a physician. So the state of California has ruled as of today, you cannot put doctor in front of your name just because you have a doctorate degree in a field, especially in the medical field, to where it'll misinterpret and make people think that you are a practicing physician. Any questions before I go into what I've learned about Philadelphia uh, and in this? Any questions,
No,
nephew
I
and
don't. I don't. I don't. I'm just
you all?
soaking it
So
all in.
everybody understands, right? This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
California. Now, what I found out through Manny Rock is that in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is against the law for Umar to do what he is doing. It is against the law for you to introduce yourself as Dr. Umar. Now, what you can do, and let me back up, and this is pertaining to the nurse. What you can do, brothers and sisters, and you probably have heard this terminology. You can put PhD at the end of your name, which, if you know, that simply means you have a doctorate degree in said field,
Right,
because what happens was that will make people think, well, how can she get credit for letting people know? Or how is Umar supposed to give credit, especially someone as egotistical and narcissistic as him? How would he get credit for letting people know that he has a degree in psychology? It is okay for him to put PhD at the end. And I
He
knew
doesn't
about
have enough credentials to put a PhD at the end. That's the thing with Umar. Umar
okay,
said he has 6 degrees. We can only verify one, and that's from a holistic college, and
right.
it's non-accredited. So it doesn't count to the system. He doesn't
See,
have any clinical hours shown because he's perping as a clinical psychologist. So you have
see,
to have a certain amount of man hours
see.
devoted to that practice. He doesn't have any of that.
See what I'm now see what the
Let me
sister
say
then
this.
added? Go
Each
right ahead.
doctor, each lawyer, and it's a couple of other professions. They have to get licensed by the state before they
Right.
can practice. That's the bar
Absolutely.
exam for lawyers. I forget
Right.
what it's called for
that's true.
doctors and nurses. Every time you
Right.
cross state lines, you have to get recertified with the state.
See, so
Oh
brothers
my
and sisters,
boo.
our
Oh yeah,
distinguished
Nick was a
hosts,
nurse. Nick was a nurse, so
right.
she
Our
can also
distinct
come up and say
our
something.
distinguished co-host has added even more to this flim flam that Umar is using just on his name. And if you remember, sister, when I was on you all show, I said my brother still to this day, even my brother that's living, the one that's got his PhD from Stanford and taught there, he absolutely refused to use doctor in front of his name. He don't even put PhD behind it, even on Facebook, because
Oh
remember
wow.
we were just talking about humble, because they're my humble brothers and they remember where they came from. And this is why you hear me say, when people know who you are, they know your work. You don't have to advertise it and brag about it. So she has actually helped me educate you all with something that I didn't even know, even with the PhD, because my brother Michael my second oldest, who is alive, that whose degree was in education, um, he schooled me on the PhD in terms of putting it behind his name, but he's earned that. Now, what our sister, the co-host, is talking about is something entirely different.
Yeah.
Especially, remember, brothers and sisters, especially like she's saying, especially being a nurse, we're talking about psychologists is considered the medical field, and that's very, very dangerous. So, thank you for adding that. But
Hmm.
what Manny pulled up for me because of the California law as of today, he broke into the Philadelphia law, Commonwealth, the entire state of Pennsylvania.
Well,
It
that's what
is
they
a
sued him for 3, 4 years ago.
That's what I
Right,
told people. That's
right.
what I
They
told
sued
people.
him
But
because he was
they
telling
told
people
him
that he was a
exactly,
clinical psychologist. So
exactly.
they sued and put an injunction on him so he couldn't call himself a clinical
But what
psychologist
I
anymore or
Um,
receive donations for that
but
nonprofit.
but
Equable.
what I
Hey, what people
hey
got to say?
guys.
but
Let's
what
hear
I
what people.
Hey guys. I don't feel too well, so don't mind my voice. However, I am a nurse and
okay.
I have a PhD behind my name. I don't put doctor in front, but you once you get your doctorate degree, you do have a right to put DR in front of your name. However, you cannot practice as a licensed practitioner without that license. You know,
Mhm.
you can say that you're a doctor because you earned that doctorate degree.
That's what I
However,
thought. Right.
you can't say I'm a clinical something and practice as a clinical something without a clinical license. So
I think
as
that's what the law was passed today. That's what he's trying to say. The law that was
In
passed
California.
today
But
in
here's how it
California.
goes
and it
for a
also goes
doctor.
state by state too. Like
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
they
Well,
they
that's
it,
what,
yeah.
and you're right. And I'm sorry, sister. And by the way, you're right. That's why Manny did it for Philadelphia because he figured, like exactly what you said. He figured it may be different, and that's what I'm saying.
Hold on for a
And
second,
yeah,
Malik.
in
Jaguar,
Cal,
I think he mixed it up, but we finna clarify.
yeah, because what the state of California is saying is that if you are now, this is only in the field where, like you all know, where you need a license. Okay, this is not just a regular PhD like my second older brother. And he, taught at Stanford and all that. This is only in fields like medical fields or even a lawyer where you need a license. In California, anything that has to do with needing a license, it doesn't matter what field it is. If it needs a license and you have a PhD, you cannot put DR in front of your name as of today. You have to put PhD. If you want it to be acknowledged, you have to put PhD at the end of your name. And matter of fact, Manny, I think I sent the article to you. Did you get it, nephew? Because I sent it to you and what's
Yeah,
your name at the
yeah.
same. Okay, that's just as of today. But again, she's correct. I'm not disputing her, which is why Manny took it a step further to show me the difference in
Look,
California
what
versus
Umar is doing
Pennsylvania.
is illegal in every state. Okay, there are legitimate clinical psychologists out there, which Umar wouldn't be
Exactly.
one of because he never
Right.
did any clinical hours. He can't tell you where he did his clinical hours or who he studied under because clinical hours is basically like a mentorship. If you're a
Absolutely.
doctor, you go to the hospital. That's why they'll tell you, oh, this is a new intern because technically they're still going to school. Those are their
And
clinical hours.
right.
And they have a licensed doctor over them to watch. Now, if that's a doctor, a psychologist doctor, they do the same thing. He's never told us where he did his residence at, any of that. Anybody
Because
that
he
knows
didn't.
anything, he didn't, right? Anybody that knows anything about the medical field knows that it takes like 12 years to complete what he says he has. And
Right.
he act like he did it in 4.
Right. And by the way, brothers and sisters, I have a psychologist because I had a chemical imbalance from surviving brain surgery twice, as you all know, back in 98. I had the first one in October of 98, and I had the second one in February of 99. That's why I've been technically retired legally since 1999, although I don't act like it. But I have a psychologist, and my psychologist can even prescribe medication. So you're absolutely right. They've done the whole thing, and every 2 or 3 years they have to go do the continue education thing and all that. And this is through Kaiser, and I got him through my 14-year doctor, my main physician, also out of Kaiser, years ago. So I have a psychologist, so I understand the language. But I must admit, I wasn't paying attention to Umar with all of this, word salad that he does, because I've even heard Umar literally get offended when people have called in and just called him Umar Johnson, and he literally got pissed off because of one particular call I remember, because this lady said she just absolutely, and I wasn't paying attention, so charge it to my head, not my heart. She obviously knew what the nurse online is saying, and even you, sister co-host, because she must have done her work. I don't know, but I do remember years ago a sister called in on. A matter of fact, I think it was the Breakfast Club, one of his first times on there,
Mhm.
and she said she refused to call him doctor, and he got offended by it. I didn't pay it any attention because I wasn't, like I said, I've been around PhDs when I was a little boy and didn't even know what the hell they were. But I wasn't around egotistical, narcissistical black men either, you know.
Well, here
And that,
goes the thing. When Roland Martin asked him for those 6 degrees, he told him to look it up.
right, I
That's
do remember
illegal.
that.
That's illegal because any doctor that's
That's right.
practicing medicine,
Yep.
or in a psychologist's case, giving, mental health help, they have to show you their degrees by law.
And sister, let me say this. And you may have heard me on you all show when I was talking about some of my certifications, like a chef and a pit master. Do you remember, nephew, when I said, when I go out and people hire me, I have exactly what you saying, sister. I have my overall management certificate, which I just got in
Yeah,
March. Is good for. Remember I told you that
yeah,
I
yeah.
carry all of these documents in my tube. I have a tube bag for every trade that I just grab and go, and in my cooking bag with my butcher knives and all of
Right.
that stuff, I have my safety handling certificate. It's separate. My management, all of that stuff. I keep them. I have three different certificates in three frames, sister, to exactly what you're saying, that are in my cooking bag right now. And what that does is, when people are asking about food safety and all that, which they have the right to do, they don't have to worry about that. Because when I set up my table, sister, exactly like the doctors hanging in their office, those certificates are lined up across the table on the end for everybody to
Mhm.
see, especially when they know that I cook for Flint, which is a famous barbecue joint here in West Oakland. Matter of fact, it's the oldest black-owned barbecue since 1968 in the state of California. So I get it. I'm just simply saying I wasn't paying Umar any attention because
Mhm.
y'all have heard me say I've never met a more narcissistic, egotistical man in all of my life. And although I've been around men that were qualified to be egotistical had they want to. So, in other words,
Right.
as us OG say, Umar is of the new breed, because I've never seen anything like it before. And that's why I continue to use my two brothers, because they made it adamant, that
That's another question.
they never cared about putting doctor in front, or even, like the sister say,
Right.
PhD in the back. They just didn't care. And
But
I
that's
Yeah.
told
another. While I got you up here, that's another question I wanted to ask since last night. Have you ever heard Huey P. Newton, um, Khalid Muhammad, or any of the great leaders go around claiming that they were the best at this and the number one requested scholar? And did you ever hear them go around saying any of
I'm
these
glad.
things?
I'm glad you asked. Although I said that, I've tried to remember to say that on every show. Absolutely not. So not just my two older
Thank you.
brothers. Absolutely not. If you
Thank you.
didn't just know, because it's public information, that Dr. Khaled had a doctorate degree, and the same with Dr. Huey, which is the same as my two brothers and many other men and women that are in my lives even today. If you just didn't know because it's public record, or you didn't know because you know the family, they just didn't do that. And this
Thank
further,
you.
and not that any of you need any help, but it
Thank you.
just further from you asking that question, it just further shows it's a narcissistic, egotistical behavior,
Thank you.
especially if some of you have seen, like me, where I remember on the Breakfast Club, Umar Johnson got offended because the lady refused to put to simply say Dr. Umar, and she kept saying Umar Johnson. See,
But see,
Right.
she
that's a
did.
deflection tactic. I'm gonna get
Okay,
mad at you, and I'm
okay,
gonna puff up so that you gonna back down
okay. See now,
because
see what she
we had an audience.
see. Okay, see. So I see what she's saying. That makes sense.
It's a
That
whole
makes
lot of
sense.
bluffing.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Right.
And it's and you guys, because nephew sent me an email, to a text. Brothers and sisters, we have, and that's why I love these shows. We have to not get caught up in the sauce. Umar opening up that building, that gym, and walking around in circles. See, it has
I think
nothing
it's
to
hot.
do with
I told
anything
y'all.
that any of say it again, sister. Have you
I
told the
told y'all
people
what
that?
that is. That
Yeah,
little
y'all need to.
gym is in
Yeah,
some way damaged that he can still get in because they done locked the rest of them buildings. The only
I
time he go in
told
that little gym
I
is when he
told
can't get in
y'all.
the other ones.
Didn't I tell you? Because I know why, and I'm glad you said that, sister, because I knew why you asked me, nephew, even though you didn't go into it. I knew it because I still say, and this sister that confirmed it, I don't think Umar is allowed into those main buildings where there ain't nothing to
Right.
show you anyway but a bunch of painted over mildew walls. Because I'm gonna say it again. And if you've been reading people comments on these other shows, they paying attention from me being on about 30 shows now to the mode. Because matter of fact, one sister on Lady Lounge show said she could see mold at the top of the ceiling walls from that video he just made in the gym. And what does that simply mean? Exactly what I told the people as a certified licensed contractor. The mold literally bleeds from the outside, even though it's stucco, it's concrete. Okay. I told y'all, those buildings have been sitting for 4 or 5 years before Umar had them. So y'all are looking at 13 to 14 years of sitting untreated mold, which doesn't surprise me if they have went from the stucco outside into the foundation inside, which inside you get the studs, which are made out of wood, and then you have the sheetrock. And depending on how old those buildings are, there may or may not be that pink or green installation you guys see
Asbestos.
yeah. And so yes, you're absolutely right. And I just want to say this, and I'm not going to be long. That's why I want to say this. Don't And I'm glad, sister. Thank you for saying that, because that's important. Because we have people that, regardless to what all of these people across the world in the country, oh, well, everything must be good because he walking around opening the gym. First of all, Umar sleeps in the gym. That's why you see the mattress in there.
I seen the
See,
sleeping bags.
thank you. See?
I said
Oh,
that.
and the only thing, another thing you got to remember, all he's did to that gym is the same thing he did to the what your name across the street with the fake break in. Okay. Again, what are the two words I'm gonna leave you all with, brothers and sisters? Never
Illusion of
forget the.
progress.
Say it again, nephew.
Illusion of progress.
Because if you're taking the time to sit in that gym like a 5-year old and paint a cardboard box, what does that have to do with anything where you continue to ask these people for the money to open the school? It has, I
The
told
donation
y'all,
box.
he's absolutely, positively lazy, 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 lazy. He's nasty, he's trifling, everything around him. If y'all notice, it's not by accident. I don't have to see inside his mother's apartment. That's why I don't bug people. Well, let's see this. If I seen that picture inside his apartment from Leonard Honor years ago, and he got evicted way back in 2019, then that tells me that's how he lives. And then, so let's go there. So we went from the apartment. Lene Stacks told you about his mother's house. Even before Lene Stacks came into the picture, you start seeing how nasty and junky he was keeping any part of the school that he showed. So this is what we mean, brothers and sisters. When people tell you and show you who they are, believe it.
Need them. Yeah.
So thank you, sister, for staying on top of that so our people won't lose track. Because some of us will say they get it on Remy Moss show, you know what I mean, on Remy show, but then as soon as they see that video, all of this goes out the window if that's how their mind works. But it's all an illusion of progress. Umar will sell his mama on the auction block if he can get some money. His
Right.
whole platform, brothers and sisters, is money for sex and travel. So money, sex, and travel. And
Don't
if
forget the
you don't have
drugs.
well, yeah, she's right. Yeah. Those are the four components of his whole platform. I don't give a damn if he can put doctor in front of his name, under his name, on top, or on the side. I don't care how fancy his language is. I don't care how many countries and states that he can cross off his list. In terms of what he stands for, everyone on this live, on the panel and the listening audience have principles that they stand on. All I'm saying, brothers and sisters, when you look at Jermaine Shoemate, all you're looking at is a man that will con you if he can with his tongue for money, sex, travel, which includes the hotel, and thank you again, beautiful queen, drug. Period. And there should be nothing that Umar can say to you to make you look at him any other different. Period. That's who he is. He's 51 years old and he's not going to change. The gym looks like every house he's ever been in. Okay. I'm sure his mother's apartment
Yes, it definitely do. I said that it is a
looks like
pattern.
every
Well,
house he's
actually,
been in.
Lennon said it, and I caught it too. I'm like, look at the pattern.
That's
Like
what it's called.
everywhere he goes, it's just cluttered mess.
And pattern just simply means
And you see the same thing,
that's who you are. Okay.
right? You see the same thing. His clothes, his
It's
shoes,
exactly.
his hats.
Now, when y'all get a chance, for anybody that's confused, go back and look at that video in the gym. Pay attention, slow it down. You don't have to wait till you just on these shows and
To
tell
see what
me
he
what
gets
you
to.
see.
All them
Umar
buildings
th-
got holes in the ceiling.
so
That's
can
why
you
they
do
all
me a
got black
favor?
mold.
Can you
Hmm?
do me a favor, Sister Tip, and tell the people one more time
All those
that
all those buildings have holes in the ceilings, if not the walls.
not just that. I don't even mean that. I mean, would you just tell them that this is all a pipe dream, or I say a fantasies
Oh
in
yeah.
All
Umar's
this
head?
that school is opening up in Umar land.
I keep telling y'all that.
It ain't opening up on Earth.
She just told y'all. Because when I get on here and I say this, oh, this, that, and the other, the sister just telling you. See?
Bruh, when that school
And
opening, I told you last night.
Next February.
so you
Right,
just said
next
what?
February.
You just said what? Oh, and by the way, y'all see he gave a date for next year to open
Hmm.
in 2026. See,
Yeah, in September, if I'm not mistaken.
so I just want the people to know. Remember, brothers and sisters, because this is why I'm so glad that this sister and Remy and the others are doing this work. At the end of the day, unless you get a certificate occupancy, which is another way of saying a business license, y'all continue to be brought to be baited in because if Umar said it, because that's how he got you hooked, he must continue to still be telling the truth.
Right.
Umar does not make the laws, the rules and regulations, not just of this country, but not of the state of Delaware, and he don't make the laws of the state of Philadelphia. As long as you see Mo, Okay. If I got mold in my house and I just remodeled it myself 4 years ago, this past July, you can best believe I'm getting to work immediately because not only the fact that I live here with the three boys and they're susceptible to getting upper respiratory problems, I got grandkids and friends and anybody that comes into this house, and I see that and ignore it. Okay. Mold is just like if you cut your down to the white meat. You can put all the toilet tissue or towels that you want to stop the bleeding. You still got to go to the hospital and get it treated. Tell me, am I wrong, brothers and sisters? You
Right.
still got to get
Right,
to the hospital and get it treated.
right,
All that, what do they call it? Tourniquet. All that tourniquet is doing is stopping you from bleeding to death. But what y'all doing,
right.
y'all taking Umar at his words and using a tourniquet as if it's the stitches that need to be put in your arm that's been cut down to the white meat. That's not what the
So,
tourniquet is for. A tourniquet doesn't do anything but to put pressure to stop it from bleeding. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. As long as you see that mold, I'm gonna say it again. Even though we're talking about the gym, I'm gonna go back to what I said on the Information Man show. You don't have to worry about the gym. I don't care if he took a news channel up in there. As long as you have mold and all of those other violations on the outside alone, it doesn't matter what's going on in the inside, brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter.
that
Just like
building is on the vacant property list, meaning
thank
it's got to
you.
go through all kind of inspections before it can
Exactly.
even be, and then he got to turn
Exactly.
around and get it certified to be a school.
Exactly. And then
He
y'all
won't
got to
even go pay
remember.
the light bill.
And let me tell y'all something else that even myself and I apologize for that. Umar will be fined for whatever work he has done without a permit. Guess what,
Hmm.
brothers and sisters?
Ah,
To make it simple, so you don't have a lot of thinking and remembering to do. Even those two doors that he hung, and remember I said, nephew, just looking at them as a contractor, they're illegal because they have to be leveled off, going across the top, coming down the left, coming down the right, and even in the
Hmm.
middle where they meet at. But
right,
everything that Umar has done, he will
right,
be fined for that. That's why, watch this, brothers and sisters. That's why he won't let people in the building, just like he won't let people in his mother's apartment. Because
right.
anybody that has any kind of credentials that go inside his mother's apartment is going to get that lady up out of there. And, brothers and sisters, for the last time, Umar is once again seriously, seriously homeless if his mother loses that Section
Exactly.
8 apartment. So he's
Manny.
Manny,
am
what's
I
up? I just text him.
yeah. So he's sacrificing the health and the treatment of his mother, basically, brothers and sisters, to make sure he has somewhere to stay. Because not letting people in that apartment and not letting people inside those buildings. I'm talking about people that matter. I'm not talking about a Goonie Gone. It's all intentional. I just hope in closing that I'm making sense. Go right ahead.
Nah, you're making a whole lot of
Has
sense, bro.
anybody called the inspector on him?
This is the problem. We don't have enough people that's willing to that wants to do the work. They just
It
don't want
only
to
take
do it.
one person to call code enforcement,
See, it
and
don't
they'll
it
have them
doesn't
buildings locked up tight.
see because that's why I keep saying, bro, this is a proactive state out here. That stuff Umar doing, not only with me and the pro black organizations, but even from this being a proactive state. It would have been shut down a long, long time ago because people get tired of looking at those buildings, as the sister keeps saying, just being abandoned. And now you didn't have them for going on 7 years and you still ain't doing nothing. So what's the use in you having them? But
Right.
people have to do the work and we just don't want to do, we just don't
All it
want to
takes
do it.
is a well placed call to code enforcement. Yes, that's a vacant property, and I see people going in and out, and he's
Exactly.
taking groups in there. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, they'll be down there with chains and padlocks.
Exactly. Yeah. See, but those like us, we can't do everything. We have to have people, especially people that have donated, because
Yo,
that
Manny!
yeah, yeah. So I see my little brother Manny
He's
is
about
on
to come
here.
up. Yeah,
And
I'm
but
like
you
I
saying
but
did,
the
oh, you
only
about to
reason
join
I
us?
don't call is because I don't live up there.
That's my point. That's what I'm
It
saying,
takes
sister.
somebody
Exactly.
local. That's
That's
why
what I'm saying.
Minnie,
That's what
ain't
I'm
you up there,
saying,
brother?
sister. That's what I'm saying. No, Manny here in Cali, and plus Manny from Philly. That's the thank. And again, see, I don't know. I don't
Hello?
remember everything. Thanks
we
for
hear you.
saying that, sister, because that's what I meant. You know, it's always easier when it's people that live. That's why I keep saying, if that behavior that Umar displayed would have long ago shut that building down because they are very, very, very proactive here in California. You
Big
know, we
bruh.
don't, we don't do abandoned buildings and all that well out here. We don't do that because let me tell y'all why, and then I'll be quiet. Do y'all remember when we had a big warehouse fire in Oakland? It was called the Ghost Ship. Remember, it was all over the news. All them people got killed. That was from the same kind of building that Umar had. He just was letting this guy was just letting people live up in there, and it caught a fire, and 26 people died
Oh,
in
you
there.
talking about that one up in what was it, San
No,
Francisco, where
no, 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 no. In my home city of Oakland, in East Oakland, I know which one you're
they had
talking
all
about.
them, they was making apartments and living on the
Right.
roof and
That's
everything else.
that's what I'm talking.
Oh,
That's
And
the
they
one.
was running electrical wire, and
That
that's how it
that's
caught fire.
that's it. The same fire, sister, wrong city. Same fire, same city. There you go.
Hmm.
There you go. And I'm bringing that up to let people know what you're saying is so important because it was the same kind of situation that Umar has going now. I don't have to tell you, she just told you. The only difference that what this guy did versus he started letting people in there taking their money even though they didn't legally have the right to go in there. And what happened was the fire department and the police would show up but they wouldn't go inside and inspect, and that's why the city of Oakland got sued.
Hmm.
Part of a lawsuit, right? Fire, sister. I don't want to discourage you. Right fire, but it wasn't San Francisco across the bay. It was in Oakland. It was called the Ghost Ship Fire, and that's what happened. It was a big old warehouse building, and it went from homeboy living by himself till he started taking people money, letting them live in there. And of course, when you live somewhere, like she said, you think you can run an extension card and have
Well,
you a
no, they was
stereo. And
actually
yeah, they was
running
having
wires.
parties and all
They
of that.
was
Yeah, running
building
wires and all
onto the
that. Yeah.
building.
Oh, yeah. See? And nobody paid attention until it was burning to the ground and 26 people lost their life. This is why I say, and I appreciate this, sis, it takes people, especially if you live in the neighborhood. That's why I told y'all, Umar didn't take that money from that white boy when that white boy came up to give him cash. When he was on, remember we talked about this, Remy? When he was on camera live, it
oh
wasn't because
yeah.
it's no, we only want to take money. Umar take money from one of them kids that was running out of the building if they give it to him. It was because exactly what the sister's telling y'all. Okay. White
Hey,
folks is
brother
gonna
Malik.
hold his black ass accountable. We
Brother
gave you a
Malik.
Hmm.
thousand dollars a month ago, and we ain't seen you out here but doing nothing but hollering at this phone. What's up? See,
Brother Malik. Can you
yes,
hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Good to hear from you, bro.
Okay,
Hey, shout out to Sis Trip and
man.
brother Ram. Did you? I just wanted. I didn't mean to interrupt, but did you get the information I just sent you?
I got everything you sent me, brother. It goes to all
I
my
can't.
devices because all my devices are synced.
I can't wait for you to start talking about that. Or have you already?
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it. Actually, I'm fit to get out of here, but I just want what we're doing now is that we just don't want the people to get comfortable because they didn't see Umar at the gym going around in circles. Because ask you guys this too. Watch this, you all. It's one thing to be on the property.
Hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
You
See,
want me to? You want me to
no,
answer
no, no,
that?
no, 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 no. I'm just saying in general. No, no. Before you got on, Manny, we're just re-educating the people that will get excited because they see him opening up the gym. And all we're doing is reminding them.
You want me
Don't
to
just look,
respond?
don't yeah, you can, but don't just look up, don't just look at the fact that he's there Ask yourself, what is he doing? With that being said, go ahead, Manny. Absolutely.
Let's start with my brother told me to go to work, so I will. If you look at the video, you'll see there's a big old lump right after you take that big old snort.
Uh-huh.
That brother Remy had showed y'all that big snort.
Right.
If
Uh,
you look at that, if you look at that concrete, he got to rip up that rubber floor,
right.
and
Well,
then he got to go ahead.
oh no, but if you remember, no, we were talking about the fact that he lives there. I talked about the floor when I did the show. I mean, that's what the number one problem in the building remains, under the floor. But you're right, Manny. Not meaning to cut you off. If you
No.
look at the floors, you can see the ripples in it. What does that mean, brothers and sisters? The floor is just like the sheetrock or the stucco outside. Those floors should have been ripped up.
Mhm.
And like you said, I think Trip the other day, you can have, it's not just the studs. Studs is what brings the walls together, in this case, the floor.
Mhm.
Like she
Mhm.
said, it didn't go over my head. There could very easily be foundation damage under there.
No
See,
question. That's what I'm getting
see,
at, big
Hmm.
bro. That's what I'm getting at.
see,
That foundation has to, that rubber floor has to come up. They got to get all of that underneath it. Then they got to pull that foundation, and they got to go to the footing because
exactly.
Which is why
the
the
ground is contaminated.
Right,
which is why the Boys and Girls Club was just gonna raise the whole building and make it a parking lot.
exactly.
Bingo.
And that's
Quick
what I
Now,
update,
covered.
y'all. They haven't finished on sentencing Diddy. Those articles earlier were speculating. So they still arguing over the years he gonna get. It's looking like about 12 though.
Oh, I was good. That's, you know what? I seen that. I'm see, was Tip, you sharp. Because I started looking at it when Manny told me, send me a text, and I was looking at a show, and I thought the host was crazy. See how this sister just read, because they were still talking about, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, sister, you can correct me. They said that he's even going to have the opportunity to speak. So see, she just cleared something else. That's what I'm saying. It's good to communicate
And they
because
say the defense and the prosecution still arguing back and forth.
okay.
if the more
Thank.
they argue, the more years he gonna get. Watch.
Basically,
Now what? Now say that again, brother Manny.
The
the more
more,
they
the more.
argue, the more years he gonna get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know everything. Teach me your concept about that.
All
Well, the
right. Here's it like
prosecution in
this.
this case is the
Go ahead,
DA.
sis. Go ahead, sis.
Right.
And the DA ain't finna lose out.
From
And if you keep
experience,
them down,
right?
yeah, from
From ex-
experience, and if they keep,
from
oh, I ain't never been to court, baby. I was on
Me,
I've
jury
been
me,
duty one time.
I've
me,
been to court a
me either.
million times.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
tell you,
Me either.
but
Other than jury.
I done been to court many a time. This is how it worked. They gave him the 5 years first, right? He turned it down. So they're like, "Oh, you think you got your butt on your shoulders? Okay, no problem." So now he loses. They go and they went.
Hmm.
All right, at minimum, both cases minimum is supposed to get 10 years.
Okay.
So
So
that's 20
explain to
together.
me.
That's
Explain to
20.
me. Explain to me. Either one of y'all. Um, I read where the judge brought the Mann Act charge back.
That's what
Am
we're
I
talking
correct?
about.
Am I
That's what
correct?
we
Yeah,
talking about. That's what we talking about. He had two man act charges, big bro.
because he had the two counts he got called guilty on was prostitution across state lines,
Okay.
which would put, yeah,
Transportation of
transportation
prostitution.
of transportation of minors across state lines for the purposes of prostitution.
Got
Exactly,
you.
and that those will fall under what he was charged with two counts. So both
Yeah.
of them, 10 years for one count, 10 years for the other. That's the Mann
Hmm.
Act. What he did was he
Okay.
violated the Mann Act. He got charged with the Mann Act twice. So then he goes into court and he beats the RICO. Oh, they like, oh no. Okay, we'll get you. So then he says, well, I wanna be out on bond to my sentence. And they was like, you just beat us in RICO. You think we gonna let you get away with that?
Got
Uh-uh.
you. Okay.
And
So
now, just to
let,
smack you in your face, and
let
one more thing I want to add in there. This is all about violation of the morality clause that Sean Diddy Combs had with Diageo.
Hmm.
okay. Okay.
Okay, that's all this is. They wanted if he got caught as the spokesperson of Ciroc with any type of morality violation of that morality clause, the what is it, 2 billion they supposed to be giving him?
So that
It's
It's
gets
off the
null and
table.
void.
that gets
It's off
revoked, you all?
Yeah.
because of this case.
Okay,
Because of this case. And they was going after. Listen, they gonna always shoot you with a shotgun with pellets, a lot of pellets. Why? Because one of them pellets gonna hit.
got you.
And that's what
Mm-hmm.
they're locking in on.
See, that's why it's good to communicate because y'all teaching this OG. Because, like the sister, the only time I've been to court was either to go with somebody else, jury duty, and the only time I've been to jail was we call it back in the nation. When I was in the nation, we call it visiting the brothers and sisters behind the wall. Other than that, I don't
Well,
know, and I'm
I
not ashamed. But y'all done taught me, and that'll help me when I get offline to what I'm listening to and what they doing. Because I
mhm.
was confused, and y'all just took away that confusion. Because I seen the 6 years, because you the first one mentioned it to me, Manny, which is
Yeah,
what,
I
which is
think
see,
what.
what it was they was gonna give him 6 years for each count, which would have been 12. But now they arguing.
so
So
that
it
So
can
what?
means
run it can run consecutively or it
Right,
can run concurrently, meaning it can
right.
if you get 3 counts of 3, then you can either do 3 years for all of them or do 9 years for all of them.
But the bottom line, the argument is going to end up is probably going to be more than the 6 years that was original. Is what you all saying?
Yeah, because
oh,
they
hands
Okay.
arguing
down.
now over how many years he actually gonna get.
The
So in
prosecutor's
other
gonna be like,
words, so this OG can understand. This
mhm,
is this is no longer about the case. That's done. This is about time. I just want to
yeah,
make
Yeah.
sure
Look,
this is
yeah,
about
okay,
time.
say you get they say 3 counts, right? Each count
Right.
is a charge. So for each charge, you have a scale of how much you can get time for, like 5 to 10. That's 5 to 10 years. So anywhere between those 5 to 10, you can be sentenced. So you can get 7 years, you can get 8 years, you can get 9 years.
So
That makes
they
sense.
are they're trying to agree. They're trying to agree on time, and of course, his attorney want
Yeah.
him to get as less. That's common sense, and they
Hmm.
want him to get as much. Like you said, they want to give him as much as they can. This is what this is
but,
about. So Uncle OG can understand. I got you
Yeah.
now.
big
This is
bro, but
about time. This is about
This is
time
this is
one
why they
thing.
have more than one trial. They have the trial for the counts, and
and
then
the
they
Mhm.
have the
time
trial for the
for the
sentencing.
for the sentencing. Okay, that's why I
But
said the sit.
y'all missing one piece. Y'all missing one piece. They did that
Mhm.
profile. They did a profile on Diddy. Okay, they had to when they did that profile, that's to check all his background to see if he crazy, if he gonna be suicidal, anything of that nature. And then they send that to them, and that also helps determine the sentencing as well.
Yeah, whether they feel remorse and all that other
Oh,
stuff.
okay, I got you.
Okay, so when the
That's
paper,
what that's what they mean when I turned on the TV after you sent me the information, little bruh. When I heard
mhm,
the host of the news channel saying that the impact statements from relatives and Diddy
bingo,
has to come. All of that is part
right,
of what you
Mhm.
just said.
all of
Okay,
that compile up in that.
all of that C
They
trip is
have
going to
the
be is
victim
going to play into
statement.
his time. Right.
Yeah, they
Okay.
Mhm.
have the victim impact statements, and then they have the statements from him and his family and his lawyers and all that other stuff.
Sis, thank you, because you just brought up a thought in my head. Y'all notice how Gina just showed up out of nowhere?
Gina
Yeah.
from Martin.
No, 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 no. The witness name, otherwise known as Gina.
Oh,
She was the witness that they could not find.
mm-hmm.
And all of a
And
sudden,
all of a
now
sudden she just popped up. That's not surprising. Diddy been paying them off.
that's why I think the judge said he to have no remorse.
Yeah.
Oh
Hold on, I'll be
wow.
right back if this
So
kick me
so
out.
so Manny, she's getting ready. So Manny, let me ask you this, little bro. So
What's up?
when the judge says stuff like no remorse to themselves, that also just of course you're going to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't that also has an impact on his sentence. If
Mm,
the
Not not
okay,
only that,
it's
if
not
the judge
remorse for
feels you don't have any
himself.
remorse,
It's remorse for your crimes. Like you feel sorry
right,
for your crimes. You feel
right.
sorry for what you did. Diddy
so
ain't got no remorse.
let
And
me
what I'm
break down what
asking you,
sis
Sister
saying.
C, and what I'm asking you, Sister Trip C, is does that make a difference when the judge put his personal, because they do it,
Yeah.
even if they,
Yes.
that makes a difference in the sentence. If the judge feels you
Mhm.
don't have no
Yes. If
remorse,
they feel
he
like
don't
you
give a
gonna go out
damn what
there,
he don't give a
But
yeah,
damn
if
what
he
the
they feel
lawyers
like
say.
you gonna go out there and do it again, you
Right.
get more time.
Hey,
Oh,
big
which
bruh,
because
big bruh.
I read the letter that he wrote talking about how he'd never do all of this again. That's what y'all
Basically,
educate me on. All of that makes a difference. He's pleading to
yeah.
get us less time to the judge.
It's kind of
Big
like a
bruh.
game. It's kind of like a debate game. You got
Got
the
you.
one side coming
Right.
in and giving their reasons why he shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
get less time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the other side coming in saying why he should get less time. His lawyers wanted time served at first. It ain't even been
Got
two
you.
years.
I got you. I got you, sis. I got you now. Y'all educate me now.
Hmm.
I'm not
Now,
ashamed
see,
to say I don't know everything.
when we
You
say
know.
remorse, we're talking about now. What Diddy has been accused of tampering with witnesses and doing all kind of crazy stuff. The judge even had to correct him about how he
Hmm.
was indirectly signaling jury. Now, by here's my little 2 cents of the pie. I see the judge saying, okay, we couldn't find this witness, and all of a sudden you found him and brought him here yourself. Or you got him here on your, you see what I'm getting at? And now
Yeah.
she's speaking highly of you all of a sudden. What's going on?
Well,
Yeah. When
can
she
y'all?
gave her initial statement, it was one thing. She done disappeared during the whole trial. Now it's time for sentencing, and she coming out writing a love letter for Diddy. That don't look right.
Now, can y'all
Oh,
do Uncle one favor before I go? Because y'all know my phone ringing off the hook. Y'all know even when I'm
Mhm.
resting the phone. Can y'all do me a favor? And Manny, you brought this up, but I'm
what's up?
really learning, and I got our sister Tripsy on here. Can y'all explain to me what you both of you all mean when y'all say that Umar is tinkering on the verge of Rico? Can y'all make under nine? We talked about Diddy before I go because
Sis, I'm
can
gonna
y'all
give you the
explain to me?
honors.
Both of you tell me how does the Rico
Okay.
I keep hearing you all
Sis,
mention as it
From
pertains to
from what
Umar?
I understand
Possibly,
wait,
about
I
it,
gotta bring you in. Let me bring
possibly.
you in first. Let me bring you in. Sis, without further ado, let me get my sister up here and put it down on him real hard for me, okay?
hmm. Okay, so a RICO case is like a pyramid scheme, right? You have your person at the top. Your person at the top is directing the people at the bottom. And you might pull more people in as it goes, but it has to be for specific purposes. Like for Diddy, the RICO was him using his quote unquote empire and the people in his empire to go find prostitutes, take them where he wanted them, and the illegal activities. So he's basically using his empire to make it a criminal organization.
Got
That's
you.
where the RICO comes in for Diddy. Now for
Got you.
Umar, they trying to
Okay.
say that the donors are the people at the bottom of the pyramid, and I don't see that. I don't see
Okay.
him getting RICO charges unless they
Okay.
charge this like a pyramid scheme.
Got
Now
you.
my turn.
Got you.
I say just the opposite. And here's why I say that. Because the F in FCC means federal. So when you dox, when you publicly defame, when you threaten, as well as falsely accuse on federal government property, what is that? Is that not a federal crime?
Yeah, but it doesn't go to
Wait,
RICO, it goes to
wait,
gang
sis, I ain't
stalking.
finished. No, I ain't done. I ain't done. Gang stalking. He's also accused them of breaking into their accounts.
Y'all
So
know
we
what I
got,
just y'all know what y'all
and
just
then
made Uncle realize. Hold on, then you can
what?
take the floor, but
Mhm.
I just have to throw this in. So that means when I told you that they tried doxing me, I will actually be called as a witness.
Yes,
You
sir.
could yeah,
So,
you could also
Are
so
you
file on
you
the
understand what I
FBI
said?
website.
Are you
yes, sir.
you understand
Wait,
Trip
wait.
C? Remember I
Yes.
told you
See, tell him
uh
again. Tell him what you just said.
All of these will be classified the way the way the way that he's using these people to go out and do stuff,
right.
it would be classified as a cyber gang. So he might get a charge of cyber terrorism, but that would be easier to prove than a RICO because
Wait,
money's
we'll get to
not
the Rico in a
flowing.
minute. We'll get to the Rico in a minute. First, I
But
want
no,
you to tell them how do they file if they got these like you just said that he might get called as a witness and he was doxxed.
Because
If brother
remember, let me let me
if big brother hold on big brother if big brother wanna have something done about that just far as on the justice side, how would he do that, sis?
you will go to the FBI's website because your local government isn't going to help much with this. There's a link on there for cyber crimes. You fill it out, they'll get back to you and they do what they do. The more information you have, the better.
Yeah, because listen, this is let me back up so the listening audience can know what happened. Lene Stacks, who we talk a couple times a week, she contacted me and said, Malik, I have something for you. Do you want me to put it in your box on Instagram or text it to you? I said, well, just put it in my box on Instagram. And what it was, uh, Trip C, they went to my profile because my page is private, and they took screenshots of all the information that it shows, all the nonprofit, the grant writing, and all that stuff, the pro black organizations. And then what they dumb selves did, number one, the lady left she left her IG name, which is Miss Queen, MZ, and then Queen. And that's why I sent my cyber team out to contact her. But what they did, brothers and sisters, every organization that was posted on my profile, they took pictures to show where they tried to reach out to those organizations, and the only one that they could reach out to was they took a picture and commented that, oh, he's a pit master for a barbecue joint that's closed. That's the original location that's closed. Just to give y'all an example, that company is still
Hmm.
in existence since 1968. So what from talking to y'all, this is what I tell people. I tell my grandchildren and even the boys here in the Righteous program. It's always good to conversate. And again, like we were saying earlier, always have the attitude that you're not too old to learn. Because I still have those pictures, Trip C. Okay. I still have
Hmm.
the pictures. And what they did, she's part of an all-female group. This all came from Sister Lene because she was used to it, but it's the first time that they had did it to me, and I
Yeah.
still have those pictures. What you're saying, and it just dawned on me from talking to y'all that not that even though I didn't make a big deal out of it, what you're saying, Tripsy, is that it is technically a crime if it's reported.
Yes, it's a crime.
Okay,
And seeing as they've done that to multiple people,
it's more so a crime.
yes.
Got you.
Now,
Okay. See,
now,
and the only reason I'm bringing that up to show y'all, and I want the listening audience to see that you are listening to OG being schooled to show you that when people tell you you're never too old to learn, take it to heart. And don't be so egotistical and narcissistic or even your age, because I'm sure I'm older than all of you all,
for
you
sure.
know, and you're never too old to
Hmm.
learn. And y'all just gave me
Yeah.
a lesson on Diddy, and even, especially Trip T. That sister's bad. I appreciate you,
Well,
sister.
cyber
I'm
crimes would
just,
be my
yeah,
area because I got two
okay.
thirds of a degree in cybersecurity. The
Now,
So you
short
got the
form.
Princess,
same
I
kind of
want your
degrees that,
opinion.
so you got the same kind of degrees that Lennon Honor has then.
Hmm.
Got you. Okay. And that is
Now,
definitely so what he's sending me and of course Lene and others, that is definitely, sister, a cyber crime. Period.
Yes.
Parents, hands down.
It would
Okay.
probably fall under cyber
Well,
terrorism because
yeah.
there's so many of them and they doing
Now,
so many acts. Because, like, if I'm not mistaken, one of them was working for a government agency and was pulling people information.
Yep, that's what Lene said. Exactly. She sure did say
now,
that.
now, the reason
Khalid,
I don't want to cut.
That's Master Tariq. I'm wondering who is MK.
What I wanted to say, I wanted to ask Trip C her view on my theory. When far as Umar as Rico,
Remy just took us to heaven for a minute.
Is
Um,
who
okay.
who
Hey, yeah.
who is
Hey,
that?
Rim, can you
Who
hear
is
me?
that? Who is
Yeah.
that brother that's on there that you got that's not talking? I just see him
Master
on
That's
there.
Khalid.
Master Khalik. He's a good dude. He's a very good
Nice.
dude.
Yeah. Well, I just
What's up,
wanted to
brother?
introduce myself before I got out of here because Uncle got to
Salute,
go.
OG.
Y'all know.
Salute, OG.
Hey, brother MK. Nice to meet you, brother. It's a
Peace,
pleasure
my
and
Nice
brother.
to
honor
meet
to
you.
because
Nice to meet you, MK.
anybody that's a friend of these good people that I've been honored to meet. And let me say this, brothers and sisters, and my family will tell you this. I talk about all of you all the time, and I've told you
Appreciate
this,
you.
Remy, on the phone. You guys, all I've done with because of what Umar has done. I'm gonna give Umar credit, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. And the credit I'm gonna give Umar is that he has helped me build a brand new family through the internet. And I
Right.
want y'all to know I hold and I can't speak for Trip. I can't say Trip C, But I know Manny and Remy can tell you off the phone with nobody on but me and them, me and each one of them individually. Have I not told you guys the same love, brothers? So I
Right,
just want to take
right.
the advantage to let all of
You
y'all
actually
know.
gave more. You gave us
Yeah,
more, actually.
yeah,
I'm
I
being
just
honest.
yeah, but I just want y'all to know that y'all are my new
Love,
family. I hold each and
love.
every one of you in high esteem. And again, if you
I'm
need
just a phone
anything
call away.
from you need Uncle Malik for anything, just give me a call. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep the show on, brothers and sisters, but y'all understand, even you, Sister Tripsy, love you, black woman. Don't ever
Love you
forget
too.
that. Much respect for you and your knowledge. Uncle gonna keep the show on, but I got to get on this other phone and return some calls. Thank
All
you
right.
all, man.
For
May the
Appreciate you.
sure.
blessings,
Salute, sir.
may the blessings of the ancestors continue to bestow blessings upon each and every one of you and your family. And remember, I practice what I preach. That's why I have no problem sharing what I share, even not knowing. Want for your brother and sister that which you want for yourself. Be your brother and sister keeper. Each one, teach one to reach one. And that last little saying that I just did is exactly what has happened. You all have taught me so much. So when I get to going back I'm gonna turn on the other TV and turn on the Diddy. Y'all have helped me understand what's going on, and that
Right.
is a perfect example. You guys are hearing a perfect example when you hear people like me say, each one teach one to reach one. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Walaikum
Ashe to
assalam.
those who
Alhamdulillah.
have come. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Love you guys, man. Uncle got the TV on, but I got to go. And thank you for your time and your information and your education because we're never too old to
All
learn.
right.
I'm out.
Salute,
Appreciate
bro.
you. Huh?
Love you,
Hey,
big
Rim,
bro.
can
See
you
you
hear me?
later.
Hey, Rim, can you hear
Hey,
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, listen, I just came on to tell you, man, if you don't get on that computer and unblock me, man,
When did I block you?
bro, it was a few weeks ago. I came in, I don't remember if I said something about Umar or if I said what's up to you, but I
I
came
didn't
in,
block
said
you.
something. Hold on. I came in, I said something, and then you was like, when you seen me, you was like, Khalik, what's up, my brother? And then when I responded, my wrench went away, and I've been blocked ever since, just out the blue. My
Might hit
wrench
the
went
wrong
Oh
button.
hell no! Type something in the chat. I did not know that. I did not know that. Type
Shit,
something
I
in the
can't
chat right
type in
there.
the
I
chat.
did not know that.
Every day I come in to see if you unblock me. I come in and I
You
say, yeah,
gotta
I said,
go
oh,
in the content
I had
creator
no
and look
clue.
for him.
I had no
yeah,
clue. Let me go to my joint right now. I had no clue.
yeah, bro. I
Once you
came,
pull up, it's gonna show you a whole bunch of bubbles. Remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Once you
check
get to
it out
that
there.
page, you can press Control F and it'll bring a search bar up in the upper right hand corner.
Wait,
what's
wait,
up,
wait,
you
wait,
Trip
got
wait.
C?
my
Slow
Trip
down.
C.
Get
You got
there
my
first.
phone number, right? You got my
Where,
Yeah,
number,
I
right?
got it. I just ain't text you yet, bruh.
where do
Text
I
me
go?
your.
Where
Do
do
you
I
have
go
a
again?
what? Do you have a channel?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
channel.
Send me your channel. I want to
she
put
did
you
polite.
in.
It was her. She the one who took down polite.
I ain't say she didn't. I'm just saying. Every time I
He
type
ain't
it
never
up,
seen my channel before.
that's what I'm
All
trying
right,
to
wait,
get
wait,
to
wait,
her
wait.
channel.
All right, where
Yeah,
do I
but ain't
go
nothing on
again
there
when
right
I
now
get
because
in?
I put everything on private.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
Where
no
most
do,
problem.
everything
Well,
except
sis?
for the shorts.
when you
Where do
text
I
me,
go when I get in
I got
here?
some stuff I want to tell you. Me and Rim trying to keep it on the low until it pop off, but it's about to pop off.
I think
I
You
she
got
gonna
it.
left.
like it. Hey, but now
Where do I
wait,
go, sis? Where do I go?
sis, where you go? Where does he
I'm on
go?
my
Oh,
I'm
okay,
on
you
my
on the
studio.
page?
I'm on the
You
studio.
okay? You gonna have to show the screen to me, bruh.
All right, hold on. Let me. All right, I'm on there. Dashboard.
Okay, so go down to the bottom on the left hand side.
Bottom
No, on the
left.
left hand side, it's two different columns. There's the look
Right
column.
here.
Yeah. What's the
So
one down there say?
it says creator
No.
music. It says customization.
Hold on. Wait. I see that. Go to community.
Hey, sister
Go.
Neat. I see. I'm talking to the chat, y'all. Go ahead, handle y'all business.
Community. Select.
Uh. Hold on.
Use
Sister Neat.
mentions.
No, it's down there at the bottom under where it say your name in the lower left hand corner. In the other column, the skinny column. It's one of those.
There's probably settings. Oh,
Yeah.
setting
That's where
permissions,
it's at. It's
community
go to channel.
monetization.
No, go to
Go to
channel.
channel.
Yeah. Now scroll down. Those are keywords.
Carolina Kid, shout out.
Advanced settings. I
No,
think under community moderation.
no, yeah, go try that one.
No, that ain't
No,
it.
go to
Oh
user
wait,
management
block
up at the top.
words. General.
No, go back to community moderation.
Community moderations.
It's two tabs over there, content, and then the other one,
User
user management. There
management.
you
Okay,
go.
here we go.
Managing members, standard members, approve, keep scrolling.
Hidden
Hidden
members. Here
users
we go.
right there. Now press control, hold control down and press F on your keyboard. It's gonna
Oh,
bring a search bar up.
control and F1.
No, F.
Control F. Okay, there it is right here. Search bar.
Then just type in Khalid or Master, either one. It'll pull it up.
I ain't trip. Don't be doing that too much.
Oh, there we
You know.
go. There we go. I got it. There we go. All right. You unblocked. You unblocked.
See how much easier it is to trying to scroll through all that shit?
Yeah, yeah, because I got a whole bunch of them. I was
Now,
going to say, we're
how?
going to be
Hey,
all
Trip. Hey,
night.
Master,
Trip C. Can
Master
Okay,
Killer.
you
Shout
unblocked.
out to you,
you
brother.
find out how that happened?
I have no
Trip C.
clue
Can
how
you
that
find out how
happened.
that happened?
Well, we don't know who blocked you from there, but more than likely he hit it on the dashboard. It's easy to do if you ain't paying
I could have
attention.
butt blocked.
It's a set of block buttons
Right,
in
y'all. Well, I'm about to finish
Restream.
getting
What
this
we
workout,
using
y'all.
for
My
this?
people, man. I love y'all. Catch y'all later.
All
All right,
right.
no problem, man. All right, so now let's get into this Diddy stuff.
All right. I wanted to bring up when there was a topic that we didn't finish, and I wanted to ask Trip C
Uh,
how her view on it. Omar, if he gets hit with Rico, wouldn't PayPal him the use of him using the PayPal's and the Cash App and as well as all of these people to do the things that they've been doing for him? Wouldn't that be
Not
under
really,
Rico?
because they don't have any kind of formal structure. That's why I keep saying this ain't RICO. This is gang stalking. This is cyber
Got it.
terrorism.
Got it. I'm tracking now. It ain't there, but it's the
Because look,
potential of getting there. I
but
see
in
it now.
order for it to be RICO, he would have to have some formal structure. The
Like if
the
he had to
school
school up,
LLC don't cut it because the only person on there is Umar
it's
Johnson.
him. Like if he had to school
Um,
up and he was doing all this crazy
Yeah,
madness,
if
there
he
might have
had a
been
if he had a board and everything else, and those people were participating in his fuckery, then yes, it would
yeah.
be RICO. But it's just
hold on,
Got
let me
it.
Umar.
tell you something. Let me
Gang
tell you
stalking.
something. I don't believe Master Khalik has a channel, but he was on my channel dating Bro Sanchez about the flat earth. And
Don't
it
even
was
bring
a
that up.
spectacle. It was a
Y'all
spectacle.
love
Let me give him
playing.
his French back.
There he go. Give him his rich back.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now.
You
There you go. You got your wrench
How
back.
y'all see in the channel? The chat. I don't see the chat.
gotta go to that tab that looked like a text box.
Oh, okay. The last person that posted on mine was Carolina Kid.
Oh, you probably gotta scroll up.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going
Yeah,
backwards.
the
Okay.
complete opposite of what you see on the screen when you
I
see it
got
up
you.
here with us. That one
Yeah, that's
roll, you have
it.
to scroll down. This one you have to scroll up.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm tracking. Education. Never too old to learn. I'm now I'm the oldest one on the show now.
It's Tripsy's Treehouse.
Okay. Oopsies Treehouse.
Yeah, as
Okay.
soon as I get this laptop, I'm finna start clearing some stuff. That's why I got everything on private because I tried to monetize and it was like, hell no, this don't meet community standards. And I was like, oh yeah, I got
Wow.
all Nature Boys videos on there. That's why. So
You
I
gotta
gotta
put
go
those. You got to
through and
put them
edit
on.
some content and then I'm gonna put
Uh,
it, I'm gonna put it back on public
Did
but why
I
not? Why not
monetize
take the
it?
unedit and put it on your member channel?
I don't think I monetized this.
because it's still gonna take it down.
Nope.
That shit is
Wow.
too raw for YouTube. The only
Wow.
reason it's already up is because it's like archived, basically. That channel
Right.
ain't active no more.
What?
So it's
It's
like
time
it's
you open up
still
a Patreon. You need to open up your Patreon, girl.
Patreon use YouTube. I would have to go somewhere like Venmo or some, not Venmo, Vimeo.
Well, we gonna figure it out because you can't just leave out
Right.
all that hard work you put in that. No,
Oh
sir.
no, it's going into storage until I figure out what
Okay.
I'm gonna do with it. But some of it I'm going through and editing, like bleeping stuff out.
I got a name for you. You ready? One word. You ready? Netflix.
Mm. Yeah, do a
You need
Nature
a
Boy documentary.
net girl. You better go find out. You mean find out for you? Because
Well,
you know I
I have
will.
my new laptop in it really soon. Remy, Remy. And I'm finna get
Yeah.
on that.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So let's get into this Diddy stuff and see what's going on with him. That's what everybody
Like
wants to
Diddy.
hear.
some of my videos still up, the shorts. The what did I call that shit? The Nightmare on Harbor Chase when Nature Boy and them was dancing in the rain. That's still
Oh
up.
my God. Oh yeah. Wait, before we get started,
The
I
bitch
want
that
to
asked
show
you for a
y'all.
strawberry.
Oh my God. I want to show y'all the new. For those of you who haven't seen it, our special co-host, Little Remy.
Do what the Lord wants you to do.
There are those of you who realize that Brother Marcus Garvey and Brother Frederick Douglass and Brother Umar want you to give generously to DMG. So people ask, why come the school ain't open? Huh. Why come Umar got all his shit shacked up in that gym? Huh. Why come Umar said hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, but ain't opening the school? Don't ask, I said. Don't ask, I said.
Don't ask no questions. Just give the money. Look, nigga, get the collection plate around on that side. Nigga, get it around on that side.
You better be careful there, little buddy. He said, I got $100 right here. I just now realized he said that.
Don't ask no questions.
I just
Just,
realized he said that. I got $100 right here.
just
Why you probably say get that collection plate over there right
you
there?
know,
You get the
go give me that
PayPal
money.
over there. Make sure you get the Cash App around the left side. Get PayPal around.
Hmm.
All right, let's see what's going on with Diddy.
It is sentencing day for Sean Combs. His months-long criminal trial filled
Come on.
Been
with
around the
disturbing
world and
allegations,
I.
finally set to come to an end today. Just how much time will he receive behind bars? And good afternoon, I'm David Navarro.
And I'm Lauren Glassberg. Sandra is off. The family of Sean Combs arrived at the courthouse this morning in Lower Manhattan. And today, Sean Combs himself is expected to address the court and
Why
ask the
his
judge
teeth
for
don't quite reach
leniency.
Now,
each other?
You're going to jail now.
Combs will be sentenced on 2
They
counts of
taking you
transport.
to jail.
You know they got you
They
on
taking you to
campus.
prison. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Okay.
To engage in prostitution. Each count carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison.
They only got
And
6.
Justin, we are getting a first look at a highly produced video being played in court from Combs' attorneys to try and appeal to the judge.
Meanwhile, the
He look
judge
uncomfortable.
Damn, he got fat. See it in
Look,
his
he look
cheek.
uncomfortable
That
there.
ain't
He look
that ain't
uncomfortable sitting in that room with that little old
that
lady.
You
ain't
see it in
up
his
to date
cheeks.
version, is it? Is that an up to date version? He got
Yeah,
gray
you
hair
see, look at
now.
them cheeks. Look at them
Wait a
cheeks.
minute.
Wait,
He,
this is before he went to
yeah,
jail. He was doing little promo pics, little charity stuff,
yeah,
so they could make this
yeah. So
video.
he can prove that I'm a good guy. Don't give me.
I'm a philanthropist.
Yeah.
But why his top teeth don't quite reach his bottom teeth?
And I
Today,
always thought he had an extreme overbite.
that's because when you
I'm saying no, when you put your teeth together like they meet, his don't
No,
that's
meet.
he
because
don't.
that's
Never.
because they fake. They were fake and the job was rushed. When he did that video, when he did the award ceremony with all that
Busted
red
everything.
on, all his face was
Uh huh.
swollen. He had just
Hmm.
got that done. So when
You
you
see,
you,
you
you
see, you
know,
see, you see that big bald
They
spot?
tried their
Anybody else
best.
see this big bald spot right here?
you mean that
Let me see.
man
All right.
unit, that's
Yeah.
that's that Umar special.
I knew it.
Hey
I
Ron.
knew it.
That
It was too good
that's
to be
that
true. His hair was too
that
good to be true.
That's that
But
lace
look, when
front.
he's interacting with her, when he's sitting in the chair looking at her, he looked mad uncomfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to be
Did Mike
You
here.
rather be
actually
on
invent the lace front? Wasn't it
who?
Mike the first time wearing Mike? It was Mike. It was Mike. When they burnt his
Mike?
shit, he invented the
Turkish
lace front.
veneers.
Mike, I believe it was Mike who started wearing the lace front first.
Well, yeah, because the
They
Pepsi
burnt his
commercial.
shit. Yeah, they burnt his
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. That was Mike. Mike was the first one. Well, we don't, as we know,
Keto,
official.
keto. Man, they've been wearing man units since the beginning of
Bang.
time.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
called them
To
toupees
powder
back
wigs
then.
in court. They had
They
powder
call,
wigs in court.
Rayon hair and everything
yeah.
else. Keep playing the video.
Shedding some light on what he may be considering in his sentencing. Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson live in Lower Manhattan with the very latest. Kimberly.
Right.
Well, this is one of
Right,
the most
Carolina kid.
consequential days in his life. Right now, Sean Combs is sitting in a courtroom on the 26th floor of this building.
Lady, you definitely black.
Put him on the
Hey,
26th floor so he couldn't
hey,
run
I
I'm
got
just
one
away.
saying,
thing to
lady,
say to
you
Diddy.
definitely black. She
I
looked
got,
like Rachel Dozer.
oh no, I got one thing to say about Diddy, and that is you
What?
should have stopped. He should have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he said he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't stop, can't stop, won't stop? You should have stopped, bro. This is what happened when you don't stop.
That was way back in the 90s.
Shut up, girl. Why you trying to make me look old?
I'm just saying, that make Diddy look old. That was way back in the 90s when he said can't stop, won't stop. And it's 2025 and he going to
Going
jail.
to jail, not pass go, not collect 200.
The king of Astroglide,
Mm-hmm.
the professor of Johnson and
Mm-hmm.
Johnson.
Yep, the cap of hip hop. Don't worry, you gonna have a roommate. His name gonna be Jermaine Shoemake, aka
Yep.
Umar Rashad Abdullah Johnson. Don't
I
worry.
want
You,
to.
He gonna
One
be
question I
all
want to
your
know
snack.
about that is who's going to be the big spoon? Who's going to be the little spoon?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I
Bruh.
think
know.
Diddy going to be the big spoon.
What, can you
Yes,
imagine? Can you imagine
basically.
when Umar get out? Then he'll be the Prince of Pan Africanism of the Rainbow Country.
Oh my God.
Michael.
Then we get to
Black
bring
niggas
old.
forever. Snow wolves never. He gonna be talking about black niggas forever. Snow wolves never.
Hey,
Lord have
Diddy gonna be
mercy.
like, been around the world and I, yeah.
Waiting to hear his fate.
Jimmy.
The judge will hear an earful. We'll also see a highly produced video by the defense. It's a sort of look back at Sean Combs' life.
Yeah,
My
right.
nose fell off. No, my lip fell
Every
off. Thank
interaction,
you.
he just
Hey,
looked
that
fake.
shit the jury said, nah, he going to jail. The jury members said, nah, we heard too much. He going
Oh,
to
we
jail.
got pictures of him playing with his kids. He even looked uncomfortable
And we
there.
got a
Yeah,
song
he's
with
going to jail.
Diddy saying, first come the cash, then come the beat, then comes big blunts with big what?
No.
Mm.
That one song where he was at the end talking about if you don't come back, I'm gonna eat you.
Right.
Okay.
He liked to smear men's you know what on his nipples. That was enough for
Ooh.
me. Put him in jail. He needs to be in jail. That's just straight weird. I've seen some gay things.
Whatever you do in your bedroom is cool as long as it's legal and everybody want to be
Right.
there. But in Diddy case, most of them didn't want to be there.
All I
Exactly.
got to say is I don't want
You inspire, you energize.
Hold on, let me pause it.
none of Little John skeet on me, okay?
Right.
No. Mm-mm.
I don't need the yin yang twin skeet on me. I'm sorry. That rubbing, ugh. Okay, y'all great. I'm sorry. I ain't mean, I just had to put that out there.
Guys, and you've left out of the existence of this planet, man.
They
Now, that
couldn't even
video
get
runs about
him
11
doing
and a
any
half
real
minutes and
charity
shows the
work.
entrepreneur in all facets of his life with his seven
They
children
need a
as they
witness
grow
statement
up,
from
deeply personal
Justice
moments
Bieber.
at home with his late partner, Kim Carter, and Combs taking part in his various business ventures. All of this in 11th
Now,
hour,
hold on.
deeply personal
Hold on.
moments at home with his late partner, Kim
What's up?
Carter,
What's up,
Hold on,
and
bro?
right here,
Combs
right
taking
here. Hold
part
on,
in
right
his
here, right. Now look at
Pause.
Craig
That's
Mack's
ain't that
face.
he don't look like he want to be
Yo,
there neither.
yo, I seen an interview where he was talking about this. When Diddy was talking about, yeah, Craig Mack, this, that, and he looks at him like, nigga, what you dropping off the label?
Mm-hmm.
And then you won't let me go nowhere.
All I can say is
Basically, Ron.
Dave Chappelle, just like you saying, bro, Dave Chappelle didn't make those jokes about him for nothing.
Right.
Somebody either told Dave or Diddy had Dave hemmed up in the corner somewhere and he got away.
Might have.
Dave,
Because if he
It
if
might have
he
been
if
Diddy
he
that
did
sent that
all that
attack.
and Diddy didn't even look, he had everybody from making the band on there for the skit.
But Dylon.
Except for Dylon, because Dylon didn't want to come.
Dylon said, fuck that.
Look, Dave Chappelle ain't signed nan NDA.
And then Dylon said that skit ruined his life.
Be a lie that on making the
that
band
shit,
ruined his
when he
made
life.
tried
him
to
know who
choke
you was.
Wyclef, when he tried to
He
choke
was being,
Wyclef,
Dylon was the most conceited motherfucker in the building, and all Dave Chappelle did was highlight that.
Yep.
Various business
I
ventures.
mean, look at everybody else in the skit.
was
Everybody
Oh,
was
you just
having
go sit
fun.
over there and do your taxes?
Everybody was having fun.
name the
All
top
of
five. Dylon, Dylon, Dylon,
And Dylon.
Because I spit hot fire.
I spit hot fire, I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip.
Oh,
You
this, an
just don't wear
11th
that
hour
nylon
Hail
stick.
Mary of sorts
guess what?
as
Guess what, y'all?
Combs begs for
Guess what? One thing, one
Minute.
thing is
Pause and pull it back 10
not them
seconds to
teeth.
him and that
Not
suit.
them teeth. You ain't gonna show them teeth. Oh my
mercy.
gosh. Get them.
And
Now you
Combs
see why
taking
they
part in his
overbite.
various business ventures. All of this, an 11th hour Hail Mary of sorts.
Pause.
That wasn't even where I was finna go with this.
I did you bad. Tell me you don't look like Mike when he did that.
I've been backing you up. You want to finish the song, man.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Look, Diddy Daddy was the plug, right?
Uh-huh.
Diddy Daddy used to hang out with, who was it?
Nikki Barnes.
Papa
Bumpy
John.
Johnson?
Nikki Barnes.
Yeah, Nicky Barnes now. So he on here dressed like a drug dealing little pimp.
What his
Right.
mama was doing? What his
And
mama was doing?
Look at this teeth. God damn.
His mama.
but my
His
thing
mama was
is,
doing.
this is what you
Right, sis.
sent to
His mama
court.
was up. Mm-hmm. Let me shut
But
up.
what you don't know is the mama taught him how to do the Diddy parties.
Yup.
His mama is a
His
mole.
mama,
That's what they used to call them back in the day.
his mama used to do the same Diddy parties back in the day, but
Yup.
it was on the Chitlin circuit.
I heard he was
That's
whooping his mom
yeah.
ass though.
Hey,
That's what they
they
say.
say that
Tapping across the table.
they say that there was more than just whooping.
Oh my God. But
Mm.
They say he was part of her
But you
parties, but
said
I don't know how true that is.
hey, all I'm gonna say that when you know that MF word, that hit different than Diddy. I can tell you that now.
but you know what I see when I look at those
uh,
teeth? You know what I
what?
see when I look at those teeth? Let me show you.
What?
This is what I see.
Something. Oh no. Oh no. Shrek.
A can opener open with a knife.
Shrek.
This
I'm
is what
talking about
I
the
see.
donkey that was talking to he don't he look like a donkey in the face? He
Look,
look like that donkey on Shrek. That's what he look like.
I'm making waffles.
Diddy Daddy was a runner for Bumpy, and when he tricked, he got
Yeah.
clipped. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No question.
He
Who
tripped
said
off some
They
of
that?
that
say she
money.
not his real mama. Oh
That's what I
Who
my.
heard too.
knows?
I did hear
Yeah.
that.
Plot twist.
Carolina kid. What part of Carolina?
As Combs begs for mercy.
Woo! Go back.
Kim Carter, and Combs taking part in his various business ventures. All of this, an 11th hour Hail Mary of sorts as Combs.
Lord have mercy.
He look like Andre 3000 without teeth.
Why would you tell him to smile? And that
Don't do Andre
when I
3000
was
like
losing
that.
my teeth,
I'm
my
sorry.
mom
I'm
told me
sorry,
straight
Mr.
up,
Free
you
Dax. I'm
better not
sorry.
Smile with your
My
mouth
mom told me
closed.
straight up, you better not go in there smiling.
You know who else? You
begs
know
for
who
TD.
else?
mercy.
You know who else going? Puppy gonna see in the jail. My
Mm.
mind's telling me no.
He gonna wonder where his money at. Who's getting all of my
all the
residual?
Chicago, all the Chicago prisoners are gonna go fight all the New York prisoners. It's gonna be something.
They ain't gonna have Diddy hemmed up in the corner singing.
No,
They ain't gonna have him hemmed up in the corner rapping
he gonna be.
neither.
You know how he bend over and dancing. He gonna be bending over and dancing. he have a
He gonna
reason.
love it in there. He gonna love it in there. I'm just telling y'all now,
Oh,
that nigga gonna love it. The
he
way he
ain't
been out
like you
here
can't.
treating
He
people,
a freak. He a freak. You
that's what
can't.
I'm
You
saying.
know. He
You
said
ever
the
see them
movie.
videos how Diddy gonna
They
be?
gonna have to keep
They gonna
Diddy away from the prisoners instead of keeping
right,
the prisoners away
right,
from Diddy.
Well, he did have it. He did when he was in jail over when he was at
right.
Rikers. He
Listen,
had people making up his bed for him and cleaning his toilet, everything.
listen. They did a video, a skit, Diddy going in jail, and the dude like, yeah, bend over. Yeah, you in my cell now. Bend over. And Diddy like, yeah, I like that, Playboy. See, you think I'm locked in here? You think I'm locked in here with you? But you
You
locked in
ain't
here with
with
me.
me.
Go ahead, go and love. You're like, wait, you ain't supposed to like it. Guard, guard. You ain't,
Lord.
you're not supposed to like it.
You think
Guard.
that hurt? You think that hurt?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead into that corner and oil up.
Sentencing day inside a federal courthouse in lower Manhattan. The
His
Combs
mouth got a
family
lot of work.
arriving as they have for months.
Why his
It
son want to think
begs
he
for
Chris Brown?
mercy.
Hey, pause it real
Sentencing
quick.
day inside a federal courthouse
Pause it
in
real
lower
quick,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on,
Manhattan. The
real, real.
Combs
Why his
Why?
mama thinks she Mary J. Blige?
Yup, his mom thinks she married J. Blige, and his son think
No,
he Chris
Mary J.
Brown.
Blige thing.
You
No,
know
it's the
what?
other way around, sis.
This one right here, daddy was a sex
Oh
symbol.
my
Uh,
God. I
he
could.
Chris
His
Brown.
real
That's
daddy.
why. That's why I don't like to
And he
Skin
be
looked
back
just
in the
like him.
80s, light skin was in,
Christopher.
and he
What?
looked just like
Hey,
I ain't
him.
gonna
Al
lie,
B. Show.
I'll be looking
Instead of
zesty in the
trying to look
motherfucker.
like Chris Brown, he should grow that hair back like his
Yup.
daddy. They'll be all
I
on
don't
him.
know,
Hey,
but
that's why
I'll be
he.
looking zesty in that night and day video.
I know he looked just like his daddy,
When
Carolina
he kept
kid.
doing this, I can tell you how I feel. What was this?
That's one of them 80 moves.
He looked as straight zesty. I couldn't understand. Oh, that was that back in the 80s. That was cool.
That's what they used to do back
Mm.
then.
Oh
family
yeah.
arriving as they have for
Rubbing on their
months.
stuff. You ain't
Inside
seen that Drew
How,
Hill video with Nokia playing
how old is the
and wax
twins?
on his
How
begs
old
chest.
for
is the
mercy.
twins?
Sentencing day inside a federal courthouse in lower Manhattan. The
He
Combs
thinks she
family
Tamar
arriving
Braxton. How old is the twins now?
Like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Oh.
as they have for months.
How many? I
Inside
thought
the
it was
courtroom,
two.
Sean
That was
Combs
like
sat with
three.
his team of attorneys for what is expected to be
It's
a
four.
critical several
Twins?
hours long hearing. The outcome will
Oh, it's
determine
two
how the
twins.
disgraced music mogul spends
You
time moving forward. The defense is asking for a sentence that does not exceed 14 months. Combs has been behind
Yeah, he
bars for
looked
roughly
dangerous.
13 months. The government wants him in prison for at least 11 years. While the 55-year-old did not take the stand,
Why they got him looking like
Sex
this?
artist. He need to be fired
Shout out
immediately.
to the
I understand you got to do this shit on the spot, but this motherfuckers on YouTube doing this shit during a train ride, and they more accurate than that.
he did this on purpose because
Yeah.
that dude usually
Look
ain't
at his
this fast.
forehead. What the fuck? His hands
That's
ain't
what I'm
proportional.
saying.
during his 8-week trial, today he plans to speak. His comments most likely rooted in a letter he wrote to the court. In it, he directly apologizes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, telling her, quote, "I
Too
literally
late.
lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on the woman that I loved." He went on
You
to
said that
offer
to
an
J Lo
olive
too.
branch to another ex, a woman who testified under the name Jane, telling her, quote, "I realize that I hurt you." When it comes to the sentence, the judge will have final say, but does have a lot of discretion. Combs' former personal assistant,
Jermaine
who
Dupri.
testified under the name Mia, was supposed to
He next. He next. He
Jermaine
next.
Dupri.
He
Who?
next. Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine
He next.
Dupri.
He next.
Well, but Jermaine
He
Dupri
next.
said something. James Dupri said, why would I
Oh,
spend my whole life building an empire and throw it away? That's what Diddy did
man,
right there.
man,
Why you say, wait a
Umar,
minute, wait.
you got too powerful.
Why you say
Come
Jermaine
on, man.
Dupri next?
Come on,
Rem?
boy. All them little boys that he been around, they all turned out to be crazy as hell. Bow Wow to what's the boy name?
Until they come out and say something,
What's the
ain't
boy
nothing
name
getting
from
done.
Chris Cross? The one boy did say he had him up, and that's why he was on that shit. The one boy did come out and say he did something. That's why he was on that shit on here.
Look, if you ain't went to the folk, you ain't came
He can
out.
say his mouth.
Saying it on the internet is not taking legal action.
Right.
True, true.
Basically be in the courtroom. She told jurors her former boss had sexually assaulted her multiple times and that she had helped set up
Why
so-called
did
freak-offs,
I'm
sometimes days
sorry.
long.
I don't believe her. She was the ugliest one in the group. Out of all them pretty girls in Danny Kane, he went after the ugly one.
Drug-fueled sex
Sex
sessions
isn't about the
Exactly.
actual attraction. When you get to that level, it's about power.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
during which Combs forced women to have sex with paid male escorts. But at the
Why
top
they
of
didn't
the
bring
hearing, the
Justin
Hey,
government
I'm not
Bieber
said
gonna keep picking
Mia
involved?
this up.
this morning had
Jaded.
bowed out.
You say I don't trust
Prosecutors went on to
nobody
say
named
a
Jermaine
quote
right now.
Oh
wooing letter from the
no.
defense was part of a reasoning. The judge scolded Combs' lawyer, saying, quote, the tone of the defense's letter was inappropriate, adding that should not be done again. To date, the government handed over 6 letters against Combs, one from Ventura, who herself wrote to the judge saying her relationship with Combs was, quote, the most traumatic and horrifying chapter of my life.
But
Trip.
I understand this part right here, but come on, you was begging for these parts.
Trip. If a
We don't
man
know what he did to
It
her
was,
behind closed doors.
I know, but it was text messages for her begging for them parts.
trip for
Hmm?
the
And
women in the
Kid
future.
Cudi, don't forget what Kid Cudi said. He said
What did he
he was
say?
being played because it was Cassie, the one who told him where Diddy lived. It was Cassie going over to him saying that she broke up with Diddy. It was Cassie instigating that whole entire thing. That's in the transcripts. That's the one part I did read. That bitch was
Now,
manipulative. She
Rim,
manipulative.
hey, but Rim, check this out though.
No, she was trying to leave and he kept making her come back.
No, see, she was doing more than that.
But here's another
Even
aspect
Kid
to look
Cudi
at it
said, I
from.
feel like she played both of us.
And but here go another aspect to look at it from. She might have tried to use Kid Cudi to make Puffy mad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Or she might have figured Kid Cudi could get
Think
away from
about it.
Puffy.
She knew what she was doing when she left Ryan Leslie. I don't think she's completely innocent in this, sis. That's all I'm saying. I, I,
Look,
I'm not saying he's right
from the
the
way
way
it
he
breaks
beat on
down,
her.
you work. Look, wasn't neither one of us there. That's first and
Yeah, that's true.
foremost. All we can go by is the information that's out in the
In the
public.
public, is saying that bitch was manipulative. Manipulative kid.
No, that's what Kid Cudi said, not the public's. Out of
But
all these
he
people that's that
interacted
came
with her.
out and said stuff, the bodyguards that came out and said that Diddy was putting hands and feet on her and putting her
Oh
head
yeah, I'm
between the
not
washer
saying
and
he's not
dryer.
wrong for that. He needs his ass all the way whipped. And that
Diddy taught
that
that
shit
girl
brought
how to be
flashbacks
manipulated.
back to me. That's why I
Diddy
paused right
taught
here because this shit brings flashbacks.
did
He manipulated her into that
did
relationship in the first place.
Diddy
Nah,
Told her
she
she
knew what
had
she
a
was doing.
gig, had
She knew what she
flyers
was doing.
made up. She get
She knew
down
what she
there and
was
wasn't no
doing,
gig,
sis.
just
She was
Diddy.
already with Ryan
Taught,
Leslie. She knew who that nigga
Diddy taught
was
her
and
how
how
to
much money he
manipulate.
had.
Diddy taught her how to
Yeah.
manipulate at a better thing. They said 4-1.
Right, Carolina Kid. He was in charge of her career. She wasn't just dating the
Hey,
man.
I just got word it's 4.1 years.
4.1 years?
Yeah,
Damn,
we
that
need to
ain't
look this
enough.
up.
My phone ain't started going
Hey,
off.
let me
That
find
ain't
out.
enough. That
Let
ain't
me find
enough.
out.
It's 444.
Let me find out, sis. I'm on it.
Him need to go to jail. Him need to
Did
go to jail.
Diddy
But support for Combs has been front and center ever
Yeah,
since
that
his
right
How you
there.
gonna
No,
beat
that
somebody
brought
with
back
striped socks
flashbacks. I
on?
ain't gonna lie, that brought back flashbacks for me. I hate watching this video.
Did Diddy get sentenced?
That brought back memories that I don't want to relive.
Yeah.
arrested in a Midtown hotel in September of last year.
Look, she's knocked
That
out.
backing is spelled out in more than
Bro,
75
what the
letters
fuck? Stop playing this
in
shit,
his
man.
inner circle. Now, just moments ago, the judge announced he doesn't see any
Am I tripping or
Hold on, I'll be
is
right
that
back.
Clifford over her right shoulder? Yeah, that's Clifford.
Okay. This
reason
is
to
what I got
deviate.
so far. I got as of Friday, Diddy. No, as of Friday, October the 3rd, 2025, Sean Diddy Combs has not yet been sentenced. He appeared.
Hmm.
What's going on here?
I thought he got 6 years.
That's what I'm saying. And they're playing with it now.
Yeah.
Hold on, we gonna find out.
He said that was time served. But he only been here about a year or two. Well, it ain't been no 2 years. I know I ain't been reporting on this shit for no 2 years. About a year. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Trash you. I trash you. I trash you. Oh, I trash you. Ooh, there go mommy. Oh, you jumped up real quick for
You
that
find
too.
out anything?
Nope.
Sis, you not yet?
They say they see in 4 years. Mine's still
Yeah.
talking about his pleaful
All right.
cry or
All right.
whatever.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Well, according to what they're saying, according to Business Insider, as of Friday, October the 3rd, Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in federal prison.
I gotta
This
change
sentence
the title
follows.
again.
No, I got. Let's see.
The sentence follows what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. This sentence follows his conviction of 2 counts of transporting individuals across state lines for prostitution in a violation of the Mann Act. In violation of the Mann Act, I apologize. The charges stem from his involvement in arranging freak offs, drug fuel sexual sexual encounters with male escorts and former girlfriends, including singer Cassie Ventura. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna give you the link right now. Copy the link. You can. I'm gonna send it
During
to you.
sentencing, Sean described his behavior as disgusting, shameful, and sick. Convicted in July of 2 prostitution-related charges, have asked that Combs serve. Hold on.
Oh, let me put the link up so everybody can see it. Let me see.
Ooh, he fucked up. Slavic said Combs 55 had already booked speaking engagements as early as next week, anticipating a possible release from prison. That is the height of
What?
hubris, Your Honor, Slavic said.
Here's a better
How you
What?
link
gonna
right
be?
here, bro. Don't put erase that one. Put this one up. This is
Uh,
Business Insider.
Now, why it's
uh,
gonna say that on the title and then don't show? Ugh, I hate this thing.
oh wait, dang it, that's the same one. Let me go to this one.
Oh, well then I'm sorry.
This
You
is
doing right. It's good.
It's
This
the
is the
same one.
actual show. Well, we good. That's that right
more than
there.
4 years on prostitution charges.
No, I don't want to sign up. Leave me alone. Oh my god, here we go with the bullshit.
Okay, so Judge Aaron Sabramian has sentenced Sean Combs to 50 months. So that's 4 years and 2 months. He says this sentence is fair to account for the severity of Combs' crimes and the mitigating factors. Combs was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution.
Where you
He's
at?
The
also
judge
Hold on,
found.
says,
hold on. Hold on, where
He's
you at?
also
Where you at?
found.
I'm not reading off of that one.
Oh, okay.
The judge says the evidence the court has seen against Combs is massive. He references the savage video of Combs beating Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway and photos of gashes and bruises. He says a significant sentence is required in order to be a deterrent and to send a message.
You're going to jail. Either way, you're
They
going to jail.
taking you to jail. They taking you to prison.
Those
Let
of
me
you
see if I
who
can find another
realize
one.
that
Hey,
Diddy
So
is
I just
going
gave you
to
another link right
jail,
here. I'm
Diddy
giving you
got
another link,
50
bro.
months.
4
He
years
got
and
50
2 months.
months, 4 years and 2 months.
for those of you who
He's been
realize
fined.
that
He's been fined. He's been
Diddy is
fined.
going
He got
to jail.
total 4 years and 2 months.
This nigga was
He's
crying.
been fined. He got to pay
This
$500,000
nigga
in
was crying.
fines.
Hold on, this nigga was crying.
Girl.
Don't cry now. What about when you was storming Cassie all over the fucking floor? Don't cry now, motherfucker.
I just put up the Sun.
At 10 Eastern.
You hear me?
Huh?
I just put up another link for you.
Alright,
Check in the private chat.
I
Wow.
see it. Come on. We ain't got time for this.
The case has spawned multiple civil lawsuits. Holmes is expected to appeal the
I think what they're
conviction
doing is
and
they putting him in jail and draining out his accounts.
yep.
House, right there, where Sean Diddy Combs is expected to hear his fate. How long will he spend in prison? The sentencing guidelines call for 10 years on both charges. That's 10 years apiece on the two charges of the Mann Act. He was convicted of flying his ex-girlfriends and male escorts around the country for sex. He was acquitted of
He
the
got to
two
do
other charges that
85%.
would have had him in jail for the
Yep.
rest of his life: racketeering, the RICO Act, and sex trafficking. Now, Diddy is expected to address the court. In a letter he sent to the judge last night, he apologized. He said that he was sorry for the things that he did, and he acknowledged the things that he did. For example, the tape that we saw of him beating up Cassie, he said he would never want anyone to do that to his daughters. He also said that he understands
Yo,
saying,
got
"I'm
30 years. That's
sorry,"
some
is
bullshit.
not enough, and it won't make up for the things he
Yo,
did. But he feels like the 13 months he spent in
let me
jail
close this out.
What's up?
awaiting trial, while on trial, and now awaiting sentencing are enough time, and that he's reformed himself. In the letter, he talked about the things he's done in jail, including a program for inmates who are in jail with him. He was teaching them life skills, and he said that he feels like he's
I
atoned.
agree,
And he
Lord
also said to the
Fawaz.
judge in the letter that he will not be in court
Basically,
again. He will not commit
I
another
agree with
crime.
you, brother. Man's it.
Now, there's already a line outside court of
Ugly.
people who want to get in. That's because that's the only way to see Diddy. He won't be showing up at this front door. He's brought in from the jail in Brooklyn, underground and through a back entrance. To be able to see him, you have to.
Now, why would they be trying to? Why would they bring him underground?
huh?
Everybody
Cause,
took all those security.
Oh, it's a underground path that lead from the jail to the courthouse,
yeah, just
Would
and
like
it
it
they
be that
goes
the
do.
straight
higher?
to a set of cells in there.
Would it be that the higher ups trying to,
No, it's so can't nobody break him out of jail.
Yeah,
That was my next thing
That's
I
the
was going to
standard,
or
say.
and
or
to
That
keep
was the next
paparazzi
thing I
away.
was going to say.
or somebody trying to take it, trying to send him to the Orishas.
Mm,
That's okay. Either somebody
the
trying to get him to the roof, or
To
But
the
no,
somebody
upper
that's
trying to
room.
standard
get his black
practice
ass
for
out.
any type of high profile person going to court if they already in jail. It
Be in
just so
court. And
happens
we
that
have
there it's an underground tunnel.
Yeah.
two reporters in court who will join me later to tell everyone what they're seeing. But I know the last time I was in court with Diddy, it's a very different man than the one we all know. Sean Diddy Combs now has gray hair. He has a gray beard, a gray goatee. Now, when he addresses the court
Oh yeah,
today, he
pause.
will be allowed to wear his
The court reporter had him looking. The court artist had him looking like Father Time.
Mhm.
own clothes, which is something he was allowed to do while on trial. He dresses in a very sort of preppy fashion with khaki pants, sweaters, button-down shirts underneath. And we're also told that his defense will show a video, a 15-minute video. I was able to watch the video. Hearing, that's the RICO Act. He was found guilty on 2 counts of the Mann Act. Prosecutors want the judge to send him away to traffic.
Back that up. Now we get to the sentence.
News live stream of the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing. I'm Julie Walker, and we're here right across the street from the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, where Sean.
Isn't there reporters got sloppy? They don't even care that the next reporter is sitting next to them doing their job and all that.
That's because it's a whole line of reporters down the sidewalk.
But usually you can't see that on TV or the video. They got real sloppy.
That would be on the cameraman unless she doing a.
Yeah, he done got real sloppy.
Diddy Combs is awaiting his sentencing. The 55-year-old music mogul is set to find out how much time he will be sentenced to for the prostitution-related charges he was found guilty of back in July. Combs was acquitted of the more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. That's the RICO Act. He was found guilty on 2 counts of the Mann Act. Prosecutors want the judge to send him away for 11 years. Combs and his lawyers basically want time served. He's been behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn for about 13 months. Now, prosecutors are blasting Combs for, according to them, booking some speaking engagements ahead of in Miami next week, apparently assuming he'd be free to do it, saying that is the height of hubris.
Yeah, that nigga thought he was gonna be home next week. He started booking some and nigga.
Yeah, he started booking engagements.
Get comfortable in that cell. You're gonna be there for the next 4 to 5. Get comfortable. You might as well
We gonna
tell
hate you now.
Tell your folks to get your motherfucking bunk ready, because you going right back. He probably on his way now.
The prosecution's recommended 11-year, 3-month sentence reflects the conduct appropriately consistent with other similarly situated defendants and fully respects the jury's verdict. That is what the prosecution is saying.
If I was him, I'd be like, man, come on with the bullshit. Just give me my sentence. Y'all dragging this shit out, bro. I'm already comfortable. Come on.
Well, it's 4:57. I'm quite sure court's over.
He been in that motherfucker for a while. I'd have been like, come on, man, with the bullshit. Just let me know what you want to get. So I can go back to
I mean, would you be in a rush to go back to your cell, really?
Yes. If they got me sitting in a holding cell all day, he done got his snacks and commissary and his boot thing in that cell. He ready to go back. All he wants is his baby oil.
Man, I already know I got time. He's gonna push me on back.
Come on, man. I got some. He probably like, I got some cheeks to clap when I get back. y'all bullshit.
Oh, get clap.
We trying to
now,
find
Combs
out, Jaguar.
not, as I said, Combs was convicted of the Mann Act, but he was not convicted of sex trafficking and of racketeering, which he was charged with. Those are the 2 charges that would have carried the maximum sentence of life in prison. As it is, the Mann Act, which is a prostitution-related charge, carries a 10-year sentence in prison.
Hold on. That lady neck.
It's the way she's standing.
That right there is the way.
Yeah, that's the way she's standing. She one of them folks you can see all her bones under her skin.
Look like an alien.
She's standing at an odd angle.
That's neck. That's neck. That's
you gonna get enough.
That's neck. That's neck fufa.
Mama got a turkey neck. She
That's
walking with
neck
a
fufa.
turkey neck.
Uh,
Again, prosecutors want him to be there for
good
11
lord.
years. His lawyers want him out
She looks
seemingly
scared.
immediately. He's served 13 months so far. Now,
She looks
Combs
scared.
is set to address the
Her stylist
She
did
look
her
like
dirty.
somebody. She looks scared. Like Diddy ain't coming for me.
Right.
court. In a letter to the judge yesterday, he said that he's a changed man. He's a reformed man. He feels like the time he spent at the Metropolitan Detention Center was enough time to change him, to make him a better person. He says in the letter that he knows saying "I'm sorry" is not enough, but he says he is sorry. Now, Cassie, the prosecution.
She looked like Kamala Harris had a baby with an elephant seal.
You ain't never lied.
Star witness and Combs' former girlfriend sent her own letter to the judge saying,
"This is her jawline right here. So whatever this is right here, she got
that's her neck bone.
She got a neck fufa, sis.
That's the neck bone.
She got a neck fufa.
See, when she was in high school, she used to work out. She would do neck lifts.
Bruh, is this live or is this a video?
Boy, I bet you she get the best neck in the world.
Bruh, is this a live or is this a video?
It seems like it. I think it is live. I know her.
Go all the way to the end and pull it back like 5 minutes.
Let's see. Her neck game crazy. Oh wait, let's go over here. Here she go. Hold on. Let's go back to the beginning of that.
Acquitted of. However, under the law, the court shall consider the nature of the offenses and.
Somebody told her. They was like, "Ooh."
I told you it was the way she was standing.
Somebody told her, "Look, lady, stop standing like that. Your neck fufa hanging out."
Your
prosecutors want him behind bars.
That pocket on your neck is showing.
8 ball.
That's because she got a strong jawline. Look.
Her neck, she got a hot pocket.
Superman's jawline.
She got that kangaroo pouch on her neck.
I ain't gonna lie, she do got some big old bitties, though. She do got some big old bitties. Them things is popping out that jacket.
You ain't right. Something wrong with you, man.
I just got a strong taste for milk and cookies when I look down. That's all I'm saying. Let me show everybody. I got a strong taste for milk and cookies when I look down at that jacket.
When you say Jaguar, super neck.
Got that Superman neck. I guarantee you she got the best neck game in the world. I want her neck.
For 11 years. Now, the judge had said.
All right, come on. We acting like Umar now.
To him, Mr. Combs, you're being sentenced for the offenses, not the crimes you were acquitted of. However, under the law, the court shall.
Lady, get some thicker glasses.
She's scared.
Them glasses is not thick enough because you is struggling.
She knows somebody that worked with Bad Boy. That's what it is.
She's struggling to see. Look, lady, you got zoom. You can zoom in on that.
Diddy ain't lose all his money.
Out of jail with time served. Prosecutors want him behind bars for 11 years. Now, the judge had said to him, Mr. Combs, you're being sentenced for the offenses.
Lady, you need some thicker glasses.
Some better glasses.
You can get that too. You cannot see what's on that. Look, this how you know when a motherfucker can't read what this when they get the shaking their head. They trying to angle it. They trying to angle it without squinting.
Kamala neck. That is Kamala neck.
Shit.
Not the crimes you were acquitted of. However, under the law, the court shall consider the nature of the offenses and the characteristics of the defendant. Now, he was convicted of 2 counts of the Mann Act, which was transporting people for sex. He flew his girlfriends and male escorts around the country to have sex. So that is a prostitution.
That's bullshit. What if you wanted to just take them on a trip? I mean, that's just like saying if I want to take my wife to Jamaica for sex, that am I trafficking her?
No, but if Diddy plan to have a freak off and he want prostitute A to be there, and
Freak off.
prostitute
Sis, if I
and
take my
prostitute
wife,
A lives in Vegas, when he buys that plane ticket for prostitute A, that's how that charge comes about.
well, if I fly my wife to Jamaica, I'm doing the same thing.
If you
But you
I
got to
fly your
also
wife to
remember.
Jamaica, that's
I
one
ain't
thing.
bringing no
Wait,
prostitutes with me,
wait.
but
Listen,
If you fly
I'm
your
trying to
wife
have a
to
freak off
Jamaica
in
and
Jamaica.
y'all find a prostitute while y'all there, you cool. But if you
That's not.
fly a
I don't
prostitute
mean like.
specifically in to come in and do something,
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
illegal.
I don't mean like I'm trying to bring a prostitute in it, but you know what I mean. You go to
No,
Jamaica
the
with
first
your wife,
part don't really
you
matter.
gonna
If the
get some
second
sex
part,
days on there.
listen. The first part don't really matter if the second part don't happen.
I mean, between me and her, not with other people. I'm just saying that that's like I figured that's like me
the reason
flying her
why I
out
won't apply, the reason
when you
why
go
I
on
won't
a
apply is,
honeymoon.
but
You're
the reason
flying
why I
her
want
out
to,
to get some ass, right?
She's not a prostitute.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
wait.
Okay. I get it. Okay. Okay.
She not only that, y'all are one and the same.
All right.
That also applies in court. She can't testify against you neither.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
That's
he was
fine. I
flying his
ain't with it.
girlfriends out and the prostitutes
Girlfriends,
out specifically for a
Oh.
freak off. It ain't even
girlfriends,
look
not wife,
in the charge.
girlfriends.
In the charge, all it says is transporting for the purposes of prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. These
Oh.
charges aren't about the girlfriends. These charges are about the
About the
prostitute.
prostitute. Okay.
The
Okay. All
Prostitutes.
right.
lady's just talking about Diddy was flying the prizes out with his girlfriends that had the freak offs instead of finding a prostitute in that city.
Oh. Okay.
But
Okay.
sis,
I
you
get
know
it.
what's funny?
I get
You
it.
know
I'm
what's
like,
funny?
what?
Uh,
None of the prostitutes came up on charges.
well,
None
yeah,
of
because that's the
That's
perk
their
they got for
job.
testifying. They
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
testified, they didn't get charged.
Yeah.
That's their job, though. Yeah.
Well, if he flew them out from Vegas, they might very well be legal.
Yeah, true. And
But you have to
legal
catch
over here.
somebody in the act of prostitution to charge them with prostitution. But not for
Oh,
them calling prostitutes. Yeah, it's semantics, but they there.
yeah, it don't make sense. Like, I mean,
No, the prostitutes were men, Seven.
yeah, no female prostitute, not one, not a
The
one.
the the,
Because he didn't
the,
need one because he had his girlfriend there.
the prostitutes had immunity. They got
I'm sorry,
immunity.
I ain't fly nobody out to fuck my woman. You got the game fucked up.
Well, the
That's
thing of
called
it is,
cuckolding. That's called
Diddy
cuckolding.
is, I don't know if Diddy know, but it's a whole website where people do that shit for free.
You see,
Yeah.
But
I'm looking at some video right now.
But
Man,
he wanted people to sign NDAs and shit. You know what, Diddy? If you'd have just went on one of them websites, you'd have had all the legal, compliant booty you wanted. But no, you had to go get a prizy. Because you
yeah,
ain't want nobody to know your business. But not everybody know your business. And you in
yeah.
jail.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you did quite the opposite of what you was trying to
The
accomplish.
only look, ain't nobody bragging about being on them damn websites. Most of the people on there ain't finna tell your business because they don't want you to tell theirs.
Right. You did quite the opposite of what you accomplished. You set out to accomplish.
Y'all are off the chain. For real.
Related charge,
And but
but
you
he
not
was acquitted of the charges
but
that
you're
could
not
have kept him
lying.
behind.
What you say?
Huh?
I said y'all not lying. You're telling the truth.
You like, Tasha,
Bars,
how
he
do you
was
know
he
this
was
stuff? People talk to me.
Yeah.
Shit. People tell me shit.
acquitted of sex trafficking, and he was acquitted of racketeering, the RICO Act. Now, the judge also cites law which states that no limitation should be placed on the background, character, and conduct that a judge can consider. And the judge said, Mr. Combs, I've considered the fact that you are a self-made artist and businessman who has innovated and lifted people up.
To beat more people down and
He
lifted them up.
he lifted people up already, just to beat them the fuck down.
And some of them he ain't lift up first.
Lady, I'm sorry, you need to invest in some contact.
You should have picked a better reporter, Remy.
This is ridiculous.
Maybe the little white chick behind her with the umbrella.
Yeah, but she can't see
Cause
shit
look
no
like she
more.
gone.
Yeah,
She done and gone.
yeah, she over it.
Check Law and Order. You might find it on Law. No, Law isn't. No, not Law and Order. Is I
Law
don't
and
know.
crime.
Yeah, Law and Crime.
Check
Thank you,
this
sir.
second website,
It ain't
this
no
last
problem.
website that you would put up there because he can't see, she can't see shit.
She's scared.
I mean, the whole thing is Diddy was trying to live out some kind of mind video and used his girlfriend at the time and the prostitute as puppets.
Oh
So
wait,
why didn't you just go get two porn stars and pay them to make you a movie?
they brought a white dude up there to help her. Hold on, let me
He
where did
wanted
he go?
live. He wanted live porn, y'all.
They brought a white dude up there to help her. Because
He
she
wanted. He wanted live porn.
is
Then he
scrubby.
should have went and sat on a porn set.
They brought they brought they brought
That's what the
Gino McFalco to help her.
that's what the exit what do they call it? Exit I can't even pronounce that word.
For
Exit
everyone
what is it?
involved in this
The E?
Existential.
No, the ecstasy. The drug. That's what that
Oh,
E,
ecstasy.
ecstasy. There we go. That
Here,
drug.
give him a piece of that.
That'll have you on that between that and that pink
All
cocaine,
right.
man. That pink cocaine do something
That
to you now.
Tusi.
That Tuesday. Now is
Let's
that
see what the
Remy,
white
is that
dude had to
Jaguar
say.
right? Is that Jaguar
Nah, but
right
he
in the chat? Is that Jaguar
Johnson
right in the
Johnson
chat?
said no, not Jaguar right.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Wait,
my bad.
wait.
Look,
Johnson
she put
Johnson
her
say they
glasses
don't
on.
know Diddy. He might do better with Astroglide.
Right?
Ooh, maybe she should put them motherfuckers back on.
Oh my lord. Oh
She did
no.
age 10 years since she put them motherfuckers, took them things off. She
Oh
took her glasses off.
man.
Oh, I thought you was a cougar before that, and now I think you somebody a cougar.
Yep, all mixed up into 1-7.
You went from cougar to cougar.
Welcome back to
Overnight.
AP News live stream of the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing. 4 years and 2 months. That's what he got, and Mike was there when it all came down. Mike Sisak, our AP reporter in the courthouse with Diddy.
I'll tell you, our colleague Larry Neumeister is in the courtroom, was in the courtroom as sentencing was unfolding. I was watching on a monitor from the press room so that I could give you the
Wait a
updates
minute.
right as it was happening.
Paul.
And yeah, this...
Why does he look like that dude that said he was doing 8 balls with Obama?
Oh no.
That probably is
Oh
him.
no. Hey,
Remember?
the Caucasian community is a little upset right now because all he got was 4 years for raping that girl. The assistant?
Great. You got to use the word great.
My bad. I meant to say great.
It's hard. I know. I had to learn in the beginning too.
Yeah,
The sentencing was the culmination of a long...
he pushed him.
What you say?
He pushed himself on that. He pushed himself on that girl. You know the one I'm
Yeah, she
talking
gonna
about?
sue the hell out of him. Watch. Now that they got this verdict, she
Yep.
finna sue the hell out of him.
Let's
Yep.
see what
That's what they
Mike
saying.
Tabernacle has to say.
That's gonna slide straight through civil court like butter.
Let's see what Mike Tabernacle has to
She
say.
ain't say
Whatever
butter.
the
She
fuck his
said
name
butter.
is.
day in court for Sean Combs and also a long day in court for everyone involved in this case. While we did not hear from the victims, the accusers, Cassie, Jane, and other folks in court today, they did write letters. They did express to the judge their interest in not seeing leniency for Sean Combs. And in the end, Judge Arun Subramanian, he found that while prosecutors were asking for too much. They wanted 11 plus years, that there needed to be a significant sentence to punish Sean Combs for crimes that involve violence, that he said involved coercion, and also for the totality of what he said was 15 years of conduct. The judge acknowledged that, yes, the jury in this case had a split verdict, that the jury convicted Combs of 2 counts of prostitution-related offenses, but acquitted him of the more serious charges, sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, those counts that could have put him in prison for the rest of his life. However, the judge said that he was sitting there in court listening to Cassie testify, listening to Jane testify, and that he had to consider the behavior and the totality of Combs' character as he sentenced him, and concluded that 4 years and 2 months, 50 months in total, was the appropriate sentence. Now, that said, Combs has been in jail since his arrest last year. He's been in jail for more than a year, so that means he could be released in about 3 years when he's 58 or 59 years old.
Right, so he did spend 13 months at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, so that counts towards his sentence of 4 years and 2 months. And then after he's let out of
50 minus 13 is 37. So 37 months is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year,
prison.
12, 24, 36, 3 years and 1 month.
I think Manzit was right. He's going to get time served, and he's probably going to do 2 at the most.
Well, no, he got 4 years, 2 months, right? So he did 13 months. If he get time served, that means he gonna get 37 months, which is 3 years and 1 month.
I think he's going to do 2 at the most.
Don't forget, he's still trying to reach out to Trump to get that pardon.
Trump said he ain't giving him no pardon.
I think if Trump do consider it,
like Diddy got some shit on some tape.
If he do consider it, it'll be the last
if
year.
If he ain't pulled it out by now.
You heard what he said on that phone conversation. He said, tell Netflix we're going to drop that release on Jay-Z. He said, oh, Jay-Z tell, fuck all that. Tell Netflix we going to drop that new movie.
Hollywood is a fast-paced place. And so
I think that's why they raided his houses, because they was trying to find all them tapes.
Yeah. But they let him get out of the country though, remember? So those tapes that you're talking about.
He almost got out of the country.
No, he did get out of the country. He was in London for a couple of months, and then he came back. The last time he tried to leave is when they stopped him.
Right.
Feds mandatory 85%.
Mandatory 85%? Oh.
Yeah, you got to do 85% from Fed.
Well, he get out in 3 years.
Three,
probably about two and some months.
All I want to say is, all you motherfuckers that did not help that nigga.
Wait. I forgot to tell you something.
Using troubles.
We forgot to talk about why they trying to get him in jail so quick, because he knows something about that Weinstein case. That which one is it? The
That's
guy
what
with
I'm saying. Or Epstein.
You talking about Epstein?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing. Why Trump might pardon him. He'd be like, all right, nigga, I'll drop that motherfucking list. Don't think I ain't do my own records.
Absent-minded professor.
He was a part of that clique. He used to hang with Epstein and go down.
No, it's the same type of circle, but that circle is a little bit above. They used to go on his plane for charity work.
No. Those was his handlers, though. That's what I was told. Those people you talking about, like Epstein and all of them, those ones, the Epstein and Clyde Davis, that's his circle. Yeah.
You think he ain't keep his own records for his own? Why do you think he probably got involved with this 3 years? Because he probably knows some shit.
Well, no, for 2 counts of prostitution, 4 years is amazing.
The mandatory was 11, and he got 4.
Yeah.
Well, the mandatory is 10, and he was gonna get 11. He got 2. No, the maximum is 10, and he got 4. But usually for a prostitution case, You might get time served or 6 months.
I got a
He got
question for you,
4 years.
sis.
That's amazing.
I got a question for you, sis.
Yeah, because he
When you
knows
scratch,
some
wait,
shit.
watch this, Remy. When you scratch off a serial number on any type of firearm, is that not a federal charge?
Yeah,
Okay, so tell me how come they never brought up the two MR the two M4 or
because the
AR-15 like.
security team took the hit for that.
Mm.
They copped to them.
Why ain't they in jail then?
They made some. That's a separate charge. They made some kind of deal. Cause it's a whole security firm. They got insurance and shit.
They said,
Mm.
they you better be careful there, little buddy.
Facts. You better be careful there, little buddy.
Look, a lot of
Well,
those security firms are run by mercenaries. The people that work there usually bring their own firearms. Hint, hint. So
yeah.
all they had to do was say, "Oh, it's his," and then it's covered by the company, and they get fired, and it's over.
But
And then they
I
might
got.
come back and reapply 6 months later.
But here's the thing,
Corporate
sis.
shit.
I think honestly that if they want to, if the legal system want to pressure those people, they can get them to talk and tell. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
what the
think that
security team for the house gonna know? The
no. They
outside
get
security team.
no. What I mean by that is like, for instance, right now they cop for it, right? Or that's what they tell us. But my thing is the federal government, they usually like to keep some charges in their back pocket in case they
Let
need to
me
pull them
ask
out for
you.
later.
Let me ask you this: how you think Diddy
Mhm.
got hold of them guns in the first place?
Them.
There's all kinds of ways. You can go to gun show and pick up some guns now.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
true.
you can go to the gun show to pick up some guns, but Diddy lazy. He sent his assistants to Walgreens to buy baby oil.
I
He
I
agree.
sent
mean,
his security
but
team
sis,
to go
that's
get them
different.
guns. Wait, he
That's
sent the
different.
security
Did
team.
he going
No,
to get some
wait,
baby
hold on,
oil
because y'all don't
and go get
understand
some
how this
guns is
works.
two different
When
stories.
you
I'm
have a
listening. Go ahead.
security team in your house, it's already set up for them to take the file for all them guns.
Right.
This is just normal procedure. They
Sis, you
break
need
in
some
on
water?
celebrities all the time. Nah, that ain't it.
Okay.
They break into celebrity houses all the time. They raid them and shit. And the celebrities gonna go to jail for guns. Why? Because the security folk always take the blame.
Got it.
It's a
Like your
layered
Cat Williams
process.
situation. Like the
Yeah,
Cat
it's a
Williams
layered
situation.
process. I'm
Okay.
not
Yeah,
gonna
what's
buy the
going
gun
on with
in
that?
my name. I'm not gonna buy the gun in my name because if the gun is found, then I get got, right?
Back
I'm
to
the
the back
most
to the
important person.
back to
So
the
if
the Sean case.
yeah,
Just
so
like the
if
Sean
I get
case.
got,
Mm-hmm.
that means
Mm-hmm.
everybody lose their job.
Mm-hmm.
You about to lose your job.
That's
So
just like what happened with Shine.
He said the pizza
yeah,
boxes were never recovered.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Them pizza boxes that he was
somebody
talking about.
probably threw them motherfuckers in the trash.
His son. He said, "Did you throw them pizza boxes out?" That's what he said to take. What he said,
I'm still
Jay
wondering
Z
where the dude who
called.
got shot is. But no, the security team would have took the knock for them, and if I'm not mistaken, they did.
Hmm. Okay.
A lot of those security firms are run by ex-military special forces.
Yeah, that is
Now
true.
ask me again where they got their guns from.
You got a point. You got a valid
The
point there.
security team for
Hold on.
Diddy, some of them worked for the NYPD.
You better be careful there, little buddy.
You better be careful there, little buddy.
Some of those security people that work for Diddy work for the NYPD.
Very true.
What does the NYPD have access to?
Nice.
Weapons,
Evidence. Guns out the
Yeah.
evidence locker.
Yeah.
Like a gun with the
Drugs.
serial
weapons.
number filed off. Now ask me
Drugs.
how close, how close they gonna look to see where Diddy got them guns.
Don't
Not
forget
too
them
close.
drugs. Don't
He was
forget
gonna shut
them.
down the whole department.
Don't
He
forget,
probably was funding the department.
don't forget the added mixture to the baby
Maybe
oil
that's why
now.
he got that key. He was funding that shit.
Hmm.
He was giving money to all the police departments, giving jobs to the police officers off duty. Maybe that's why he
What's
got
his
that
name?
key
Big
to the
G.
city.
Big G was a parole officer.
And he was a policeman.
There you go.
Well, no, Gene said that the other dude used to work for the NYPD, and then there was this dude that wasn't. He didn't have an up and up job. He had a other kind of job before he started doing security, and that's just two people. And then somebody that started. Yeah,
And now we put pieces together. You better be careful a little bit. We might have said too much. we might have said too much on this
I think
live
that
stream.
reporter is scared, though. I truly do. I think she's scared. She knows something we don't know, y'all.
Uh-huh. You can see it in her face.
Yeah, she knows something
but
we don't
you
know.
gotta
Like,
remember, she's standing right next to the road.
okay, Trip.
Just
Maybe you always know how to bring the light to the story.
look, she's standing right. You stand on the side of the road in New York traffic and don't look scared.
Trust me, I did. I was stationed in West
You
Point.
stand on the road in Philly traffic and don't look scared.
That is true.
Them
Can
folks
they
That is
don't
very
drive
do
in
true.
not
Philly?
drive. Hell
Oh
no.
no, no, hell no, hell to the
Hell
no,
no.
to the no, no, no,
No.
hell to the no, hell no. These people can't drive.
He
Them,
will
No,
be
I think she's one of those people that look perpetually scared, like a chihuahua.
them motherfuckers are the most vicious dogs ever.
on a
Yes,
I'm
5-year
saying, you know
they
how they
supervised
are.
used to
release.
shake back in the day, like they had
Uh-huh.
anxiety problems.
Uh-huh.
Some people just had this
They
permanent
still do.
scared look on their face. Be like, "What's wrong with
Program.
you, man?"
And the judge also asking his attorneys, where does he want to go to?
Bro, what's up with this park right here? That's what that's besides the point.
What
But
the part?
this
He think
park,
that makes him look preppy.
we are not in the 1950s.
Oh my goodness.
Prison? And his attorneys
His
saying,
We
granddaddy
look like
raised him. Leave him alone.
we look like one of them what's the doo-wops? They call
Leave
them
it to
doo-wops?
Beaver.
to get
Yeah.
back to you
Menace the Menace.
on Monday about that. Is that typical where you get a choice of where to go?
Not a specific choice, but judges can make recommendations about where in the country a person could be incarcerated. The ultimate determination is made by the federal prison system, the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But since Combs has his home in the Miami area, the judge could recommend a prison within the state of Florida or within the Southeast. The Bureau of Prisons typically will put people in institutions that are within
That's a
500
Jim
miles
Crow
or so
park.
of their address
Right.
to make it easier for family to visit, for friends to visit. That said, sometimes due to the conditions of a particular inmate, the needs that they have, they might not get those accommodations, that proximity to home.
But
But we'll
pause.
see what the defense asks for on Monday.
Remember all that stuff we said during Polite's trial about Florida jail.
Uh-huh.
I don't think Diddy want to go there. Diddy probably gonna try to get put in the Cali jail.
I don't know, man. He taking ass. He don't get his ass too
He
much.
don't want to go to
And if he
Cali.
do
Oh
get his ass
Oh
no.
whooped, he like it.
no,
He
it
don't
ain't
want to go to Cali.
about the booty taking. It's about the conditions.
You don't want to
Oh
go to
yeah, it's
Cali. It's
all
hot over
fucked
here.
up.
It's hot in Cali. I'm gonna tell you that now.
It's hot in Florida, hot and
As it
muggy.
He might go to
relates to where
Alligator
Combs
Alcatraz.
And there's a
will be
saying
serving
in
this.
the South: it's not
You
the
hear me?
heat, it's the humidity.
It ain't. Hey,
Time.
Sister Trip.
Mm,
He might go to Alligator Alcatraz.
he could very well
For the
could.
time being, he will be going back to the jail in Brooklyn, the Metropolitan Detention Center, and he will be going to prison for at least the next 3 years. Again, because of that time served, he will not be free. His lawyers had asked for 14 months, which essentially.
There go the bus.
Hey, Mama, how you
Mhm.
There go the
doing?
bus. To pick him
They
up.
pulling off with him. Nah,
Let me
that
put that
ain't
So it would
him.
together.
mean
You all right?
That's to pick
Let
him
he
me.
up.
immediately
Nah, he
released
went through the
from.
tunnel.
Here we go.
That bus probably going to the tunnel to pick his ass up.
The
It's okay. You
tunnel
want
in
to
the
get in your
back.
chair? Mhm.
You never know, they might be circling around.
Right,
From
Jaguar?
incarceration or released within a few weeks once his time was completely served. There was an interesting wrinkle in the proceeding today where a prosecutor noted that John Combs has already lined up speaking engagements or teaching engagements, 7 of them through the remainder of October in the
Whose
Miami
school
area
gonna
to
let
impart
Diddy through the
wisdom
door?
that he says he's learned.
But what if,
Yeah, he gonna do it breaks down to 3 years, 1 month, Jaguar. He
listen,
did 13.
hold on. What if this is an Epstein type thing where the
He ain't gonna
conspiracy
die.
is no. They just got or act like he in jail because he aligning speaking engagements. Act like he in jail, but he really not. Or act like he did, he really not. What if this is one of these type things?
Nah, cause he's not getting out. So if he show up to
With
these
you and
speaking
with and they
engagements,
said Epstein ass wasn't getting out. They said what's the other dude from Hollywood? He about to get out.
no, he ain't. He going back to court again.
You know what that's leading to.
Weinstein, no. Weinstein got like 10
You know
things.
what
He
that's
got like
leading
10
to.
charges. He got convicted. One got dropped. Then they moved him from New York to California to face charges out there. But he's sick. He like real sick.
You know what this is leading to, sis.
Man,
Let his old ass out. He got money.
he's not getting out. They just transported him for more charges. And since he's not done with the charges over here, he has to be incarcerated.
So I can tell. So I can say I told you so.
Weinstein got out and went to the hospital.
No. That's not what I asked you. I want to. I can say I told you so.
What if what did he pop up somewhere?
No, what's the fucking fat dude name? We just talking about Weinstein. Whatever.
Weinstein,
Yeah, this fat ass is out on health, whatever. I can
he
say I told
already
you so,
tried
right?
that. He already
That's not
tried
what
that.
I'm
They sent
asking
his ass
you.
to the hospital and then sent his ass right back to jail.
That
Then they
ain't what
turned
I'm
around
asking you.
and sent him to Cali to face more charges.
That ain't what
Saying
I'm
what you're
asking.
saying's already happened. He already sued the court to get out because of health reasons.
But that ain't what I'm asking you. I can say I told you so.
I say I told you so all the time. If you right, you can say it.
I know.
You don't have
All
to ask my permission for that. But
right
what
now.
I'm telling you is what you saying gonna happen already happened and he's still in jail.
But you know how these
He
white
tried to
people.
get he tried to get the charges overturned. Only one got overturned. Then he turned around and tried to say, I'm sick, boss. And they sent him to the hospital and then sent him right
When
back to
Bill
the prison.
Cosby, when Bill Cosby said he was blind, that
Hey,
nigga said,
fam, if y'all
"I'm
heard
blind."
any weird,
That nigga walked in and talking about, "I'm blind. I can't see nothing." Man,
hey,
you
fam,
take
if y'all
this
heard
stick
any
and get
weird
your ass in
noises,
that cell.
if y'all
What?
heard any weird noises, I apologize. I'm over here taking care of my mother-in-law.
Oh no, we ain't hear nothing.
Okay.
Making sure she good. Yeah, but back to what you're saying, bro. I apologize.
No, no, I was talking about when Bill Cosby tried to say he was blind. He said he walked in that motherfucker act like he was blind the whole time. As soon as he thought
Man,
he was
they,
going, as soon as
that's
he thought he was
insane.
going to
Um,
win, all of a
I
sudden his
think
sight
it
came back.
was this was a couple of months ago, Jaguar. I think it was on the BBC. Some charges that's been there in Cali. He just never went to court or whatever. So
God, why y'all want to be up under me right now? You done fell asleep in my lap.
Cause you the cool daddy. That's why.
Leave me alone. She said no.
Hello, little ladies.
She can't hear you. I'm in my headphones.
Oh, okay.
While
So did
incarcerated. Now,
What are you saying?
Then he got 4 years.
Oh
He
yeah.
got 4 years. He got to do 85%. So the
Yep.
question at hand is, if anybody, any males want to get, you can't. I don't know how they work. So you can't get no more prostitutes if you go to Vegas, and you
I
ask them
go
to
to
come to your
Vegas. I'm
hotel.
straight the
That's
fuck
trap.
out.
I'm just talking to the
No, if
single
you
man. The
take
single
them
man.
across state lines,
Hmm.
across state lines is illegal to take a prostitute.
That's right. Y'all
Across
listen.
state lines is illegal to take a minor if you want to have sex with them.
So
Mm-hmm.
the key word is across
State
state
lines.
line.
State. Mm-hmm.
Because that's a different jurisdiction.
You know what's crazy?
Y'all looking too deep.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Everywhere that he wanted to go, there was prostitutes there. So why he just get the local ones?
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
he was just saying. That's what she was just trying to say.
No, I'm just regurgitating it. That's
If
all.
we
I just
go
don't
into
understand
Cali,
him.
why not get a prostitute in Cali? If you're gonna be in Miami, there's plenty of prostitutes down there. That's what makes me
Georgia, New
that's
York.
what makes me say that he was making head movies
Right.
because he had to have a specific prostitute. So the
Right.
head movie didn't work
He needed
unless
the
it
ones that
met his inner
he
vision.
was comfortable with. Yeah, he needed the ones he was comfortable with.
Mm-mm.
But let me stop this because they. Oh God, no.
Ain't she about to sleep?
Yeah, and then I
You
gotta
finna
go
have a
back
lap
today.
full of sleeping child. Go ahead and get
Yeah,
bruh.
let me stop. That's what I'm saying. Let me stop this where we at right now. I'm gonna come back later on tonight. What time is it? I'll come back around like 8.
5:36.
We can discuss Umar again or discuss this further. Whichever
For
one.
sure. Whichever one.
All right, y'all.
Mm,
I'm
Hey, it
gonna
was a
drop this
pleasure, bro.
outro. Nah, man, appreciate you for coming up.
Hmm.
I'll
I'm gonna drop
see
this
y'all
outro,
later.
and we getting the hell on out of here.
MIG going crazy. I've been out of my body, but I've been doing fine. I've been stacking my cash, I'm working overtime. Taking drugs, I told my twin go pull another line. I've been praying to my God that all my kidneys fine. Stacking money, stay ready, this life shit not a race. In the real nigga category when they nominate. Been a hustler since birth, I cannot just jog in place. Yeah, my aura so big, it be hard to hide my face. Ain't no checking me, I'm super fly, ain't no catching me. I be trying to stay up on my grind, bad bitches testing me. Old friends getting mad, I leveled up, they ain't getting next to me. Some shit we don't get to choose, and this rap shit is my destiny. Pour it up and I sip, just spill lean up on my kicks. Took a Canadian to the trench, she got out with different kind of stitch. I do shit that these niggas wish. Took a nigga bitch and fucked her in the whip. These niggas hating, I don't even trip. Dripping on a hater, I be sick. Coming for it all, trying to get paid. Know I'm from the trenches, you ain't crime paid. Gotta thank God he had my days. Stay up all in route like Jamar Chase. Take it to the top like I'm dead rough.